Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Bros Who Think Podcast. My name is Lyn Brooqlyn, a.k.a. Young Boy D-Wits, a.k.a. the People's Champ, a.k.a. Beard Gang, and it's long is in the motherfucking building. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 145, 5 away from 150, and I am joined, as always, back this week. He's not sick. It's like we flip-flopped on him. Joining us this week, my co-host, Mr. Brooqlyn. Brooqlyn, how you doing today, brother?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Staying hydrated. You feel me?
Glad to hear you feeling good. Our guy Doom will be back next week. Doom has an internet outage in Las Vegas, and
Vegas out here tripping, bro.
Fucking up his shit, and I know my nigga is salty. But yeah, so Doom will be back next week. But yeah, so this is episode 145. This week we have a special guest, hip-hop artist, R&B artist, Delta Deez will be on. And before the interview with Delta, we are doing now, I put out on Twitter, I told everybody, if you want to submit a song to be premiered on the podcast, we will listen to all the songs and then we'll choose one each week. And if your song didn't get chosen on the week that you sent it, it will be recycled to the next week. And maybe it might get chosen unless some hot fire coming in, it
might get chosen.
It might get chosen. Like, and look, we're not charging money. So it's all about if your song is good. And funny enough, I was going to choose this dude's song even if he wasn't with the interview. But we got an unreleased world premiere from Delta Deez, and that'll be right before the interview. And I'm so excited for my drops and all my drop voice because I got everything
I
ready
can hear you. I was like, keep it practicing that.
World premiere. So that'll be coming up, as well as Bros Who Ball. But first off, let's start off, get all the sad stuff out the way. Rest in peace to Betty White. Rest in peace to Lil Richard. Rest in
Betty
peace.
Wright.
Betty Wright? It was her name, Betty Wright? It's not Betty Wright?
I thought you said Betty White. I got scared.
No, Betty Wright. Betty Wright, yeah.
Don't kill the wrong white woman.
Yeah, Betty Wright. And then rest in peace, Andre Harrell, Lil Richard, and then I'm sorry I don't know your name. I just know it's Jerry Seinfeld's father.
Oh, I think his real name is Jerry Stiller because he's Ben Stiller's father.
Oh, he's not Seinfeld's? Oh, he was Seinfeld's father in the show.
But in real life, he's Ben Stiller's father.
Okay, that's Jerry Stiller. Rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to all the legends we lost this week. Sad stuff, man, but at least all the people were except Andre Harrell. He was young, but everybody else was old. It was their time to go, but still rest in peace and prayers to the families. Bro, I gotta start off with Mother's Day because the internet is fucking ridiculous. I'm so sick of people our age, bro. If your mom does not have a fucking Twitter or Instagram, why the fuck are we posting, oh, happy Mother's Day to my one true love. I love you. Hearts and kisses. Like, bro, your mama not gonna see this. This is for yourself. Self-gratification. We gotta stop this self-gratification nonsense. Get out and go tell your mom you love her in public. I get if you got a baby mama on internet. I get if your girl has a child and she on the internet. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all the people who are saying to their mamas who I know damn well don't have Instagram. Am I hating? Is that some hating shit?
Nah, because I'm about to double down on that hating. If you think that I'm about to comment on your post shouting yourself out for Mother's Day, you got another thing coming, bitch. Listen, if you over here looking for self-gratification, if I see Happy Mother's Day to me on your post, I scrolled. I didn't like none of them. Like, you know why? Because what's worse than you shouting at your mom who not going to see it on Twitter is you trying to get
yourself.
Tell you that you a good mom. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, shit. And where's the love? Because on Father's Day, niggas like to do this. Happy Father's Day to all the single mamas who's moms and dads. Where does Happy Mother's Day to all the dads who are moms and dads? Well, where my single dad love at?
That ain't happening, bro.
Never. But we gonna give it. Shout out. Happy Mother's Day to all the single fathers. Over here at the Bros Who Think, we salute you. But happy Mother's Day to all the mamas, because we love y'all ladies. Like, we really do. But just
stop shouting yourself out.
Yeah, stop shouting yourself out. And then all you self-gratification motherfuckers who are posting your mama on the internet, y'all go tell her you love her in real life.
You only got Facebook.
And then the shitty thing is they're not even posting it on Facebook. Like, you don't want your mama to see. Like, that's crazy. You just want likes. That's nuts to me. I was mind blown the whole day because I literally woke up, like I told you, like we was been texting. I've been waking up every day at like 5, 6 for the past 3 to 4 days because I've been going to sleep early. And in that early morning, I usually meditate, reflect, and then check business shit, get everything going for the day. And then it was Mother's Day, so I was like, let me spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes talking to my mom, just making sure she's straight, letting her know I love her, because I can't really go over there for Corona and shit.
But that's what you're supposed to do.
It's not about a post. Like, go talk to your mom, FaceTime your mama.
And if you feel like you want to make a post after, cool, do it.
Do it, but at least talk to her. And look, I may be misconstrued. Like, y'all might have talked to y'all mamas, but it just didn't seem like y'all did. It did not seem like y'all did. Oh, man. All right, let's get to some more crazy shit and ridiculous nonsense. Louisiana's opening up, brother. Phase 1. I will not be out there.
It is what it is. I mean, I knew this was happening because the talks around the newsroom and the cycles were saying that the central and northern parts of the state, the representatives are so
the rednecks
red.
were gonna run up
that they were going to either
run up on John Bell,
disobey him, or run up on him at Capitol Hill. You feel me?
Look.
So his point was like, I know who wants to stay in home, and they'll stay, which is basically everybody on the other side of the river. That's where his blue supporters are for the most part. It's on the other side of the river. So he knows that over there in Baton Rouge and in New Orleans and New Orleans metro area, they're probably gonna stay inside for a little bit longer.
They need to. We all need to.
But on this side and above Opelousas, it was never gonna stay. It was never gonna stick. It was never gonna stick because they were barely quarantined. I'm telling you the truth. I went up there. They out there chilling.
Niggas all chilling everywhere. That's how you niggas gonna die. Like, stay your ass at your fucking house. And look, John Bell, I need some more backbone from you. You are a leader. Fuck these rednecks talking about they gonna run up on you, nigga. Get the National Guard down here. But see, you don't have Trump support because you're a Democrat. So.
Yes, that was his problem. And that's why all the other states around here wasn't messing with him, because they wasn't messing with him because they're all red around here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the only one that messed with him, I think, was Arkansas. And I don't even know if he red. I think he just cool with JBE.
We would have been fucked if it was Rasponi. We'd have been fucked. He would have kept niggas working the whole time. We'd have been open.
We'd have been open May 1st. With the barbershops open, he would have did the full open, bro.
I had to talk to my barber.
Tools.
I was like, look, I'm not gonna come into the shop Friday or early next week, but you can come to my house late next week and come cut my hair, or we can meet at a distinct location late at night. But I just don't want to be around nobody when I cut my hair. He was like, I got you.
I got a cut.
I know, I see. Acting like you ain't getting no cut. You part the problem too, nigga.
I didn't. No. It was at a disclosed location.
Okay,
that's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we texted him and he said, meet him here, 6:00, blah, blah, blah. It was me and one of my friends that I've been quarantining with the whole time. So
really.
It wasn't like it was new germs or nothing like that.
Facts.
I'm gonna be his little suitcase with all his stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, cool.
I'm gonna be in the building or at an undisclosed location very soon enough to get a haircut because I don't want you niggas come and follow me.
Yeah.
But, man, we opening up and we gonna see how it works. But the second wave about to hit us. I'm just ready for the stimulus check part 2.
Did you see LA is staying closed through July?
3 months.
Yeah.
3 fucking months. It's gonna be absolutely nuts. All I'm excited for is basketball. They said if a player get it, that player just can't play, and they're keeping it pushing. Them niggas say we about to hoop at undisclosed locations, no fans. I'm ready for sports to come back, but it's just gonna be interesting to see how this Corona shit affects with the second wave because it's coming. Wave part 2, and then don't let wave 2 hit when tropical storms and hurricanes hitting.
And see, that's the thing is that I think that will happen because. The problem that people haven't realized yet is that history repeats itself, but the majority of the ignorant don't know the history, right?
True.
So the Spanish flu, 3 years. Almost all of those pandemics with a disease that actually broke out was 3 years. It took 3 years for everybody in the whole world to gain immunity to it. It took 3 years for us to come up with a vaccine that people were comfortable taking. We got some waves, baby. Look, it's gonna be like surfing in Hawaii. All right, we got some waves.
I'm about to hit Bow Wow up for my money back for the Millennium Tour. I got that for my girlfriend because she wanted to go see your mom. Yeah, no, that wasn't just me. Come on, fam. Come on, B. Come on, B. You know me better than that. That was for my girl to go see Omarion and Ashanti. That was not for me.
I needed an answer, so I was gonna wait. I'm like, bro, you better clarify right now why you bought Millennium Tour tickets. And I'm glad you did. Yeah,
it was Christmas present for my girl. Them niggas said we not giving money back. Just hold on, y'all gonna wait. We gonna get the date back. Nah, nigga, run me my. No, it was in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge? Okay, I thought it was Baton Rouge. Yeah.
Run me my coins, nigga. I need my money back, Bow. It's hard times out here. I'm waiting for stimulus check part 2.
Trumpito. It's hard time for him, bro. Come on.
Yeah, it's hard. He was looking rough on IG. He trying to keep everybody coins. I see that nigga looking all scraggly. But you better save them like Mike checks, nigga.
It ran out. Come on, dog.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Something else we got that's just crazy. Protesters were calling for gyms to be reopened in Florida by doing push-ups and squats outside the Clearwater courthouse. Florida niggas got to be the absolute dumbest. So you tell me you need a gym to be open to do what y'all doing?
Right here.
Right, yeah. And I get you need weights, but like y'all proving y'all getting y'all work on right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I saw that, I was like, so what would be the difference between doing push-ups and squats here and at the park, right? If you were social distancing at the park, you can get all your workouts in. Because I seen the videos on YouTube. You can do all those calisthenic workouts.
Yep.
And still keep your tone, still keep your gains or whatever they want to call them.
You could do dips, pull-ups, a full body. Yeah, nigga.
What point are you trying to prove by doing push-ups and squats?
At the courthouse. White people, bro. White people in Florida is absolutely nuts, but niggas in Florida too nuts. It's just the state of Florida has to be the dumbest Americans. Like Florida... It's the wildest.
It makes no sense, bro. Like, did you see them at the beaches, bro? Like, I think I seen the video of them doing push-ups side by side with the beaches crowded in Clearwater, and I'm like, Clearwater mayor is not getting reelected. No, throw in the towel right now.
Or them people gonna start dying, and I shouldn't laugh at that, but like it's just the truth.
He's not getting reelected, so he might as well just start doing whatever. He might as well start embezzling or something, like, because it don't even matter at this point, because like. What are you doing, bro?
Embezzling.
And you see some of them is like, some of the mayors are like taking it back. They're like, nah, we closing the beaches again because y'all wild. I'm closing. Like, you should open them in the first place, nigga.
Yeah, these people just don't know what to do. They just being bullied and shit. Like I said this last week. It's gonna take for a family member to die for people to start realizing it's gonna take personal experiences, and then they're gonna stop moving. But I'm not gonna be outside for the when Louisiana reopens, so whatever. Next up we got, let's see where we're going. Man, look, this is a topic I wanted to discuss before we get into some music shit. Boosie was on IG Live talking about
banned yet?
Yeah, no, he's not banned yet. He's not canceled. And I think we already knew this, but he doubled down on it and Twitter went nuts. Boosie, and I asked my girlfriend about this, and she was like, are you about to embarrass me on the pod? And I was like, no, I just wanted to get your thoughts on it before I just said my thoughts on the pod, just to see if we align on the same level. But Boosie is paying for his sons and nephews to have sex with prostitutes. Is that okay as a father?
No. I did see that, though. I did see that. And I was hoping that it was something else that I didn't see, but... My thing is, why prostitutes, bro?
Yeah. My girlfriend was like, how does he know they're clean?
Right. That's the biggest issue here. Like, Boos, you know better than this, all right? How many of your colleagues, I'm gonna call them his colleagues, got herpes for life?
A lot.
Why would you not?
And then another thing is they 12, 13, 14. Like, that's too young for these little boys to be fucking. Like, I get
prostitutes at that.
I get in the 90s, people was having sex at 13, 12, 14. Also, isn't sex supposed to be like, and I'm not one of these people that's like, wait till you're married, but isn't your first time supposed to be special? Like, I regret my first time. Like, I don't regret that, because I don't want to shit on this girl. I don't want her to think I'm shitting on her, but I regret not waiting for someone I loved. I just threw it out, just was like, let's get it. It's too long. All my niggas fucked. I gotta get it in quick. But
listen, that's what it is, man. It is what it is. And I love how you said the 90s, because I hear stories every day about these girls losing it at 14 still to this day. Like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to Como High School out here in Lafayette. Y'all here doing the damn thing, right?
Shit. And they had, at my high school, they had, and I'm not gonna say their names because these are two of my friends to this day, but these two bitches had a competition to see who they could lose their virginity first in the 8th grade.
See, yo, look, that's what I'm saying. A lot of girls are saying the summer before high school, I had to lose. I'm like, say that statement one more time. You said you had to lose it? Okay, you nuts. Heard that. That's why you toxic now.
Boosie is toxic, bro. Boosie lucky he ain't get canceled yet. His fans are just not the canceling type because...
No, they're not. I'm just saying, like, IG needs to ban him from going live. That's my issue. Like, he needs to be... His video needs to be flagged. Like, if it's not a picture, flag it.
Why?
His fans would never cancel him.
My question is, why some things you need to keep to your house? Like, we don't need to know you paying for your children and nephews to fuck prostitutes.
Boosie let us know everything.
That's crazy, bro. Oh, shit. Boosie Boo is wildin'. Let's get to some more music niggas wildin'. Your state, your city, bro, y'all look bad out here in these streets, bro. Y'all's king is back. The king is back. The king of New York, SnitchNine. And look, I'm not supporting none of this. I'm not going to tag him and do a little 6tech9 hashtag because this is not, to me, and I had a conversation with someone from New York who is a fan of Anime Talk. Shout out to my guy, Haz. He was like, I don't support 6ix9ine, but you got to understand everybody in the situation is wrong that murders. And when I was like, no, 100%. But I was just like, I'm not glorifying a snitch. I'm just not. I don't accept the excuse of, oh, they was fucking my baby mamas. They was doing all. Bro, you put hits out on Chief Keef and Tato. Like, you did a crime too. What about all these hits you putting on people? What about all this shit you did? Yeah, you got done in wrong. I'm not going to sit here and justify snitching because you're not a civilian. You knew what you was doing, so right. You got yourself in that situation. If they was fucking just my baby mama and shit, oh, I'm snitching on them niggas because I'm a civilian. But like, you part the game.
You joined in, didn't read the terms and conditions. Now you mad because the terms and conditions is what's brought to light. And I'm like, nah, dog, you should have known from the jump. You want to be cool with them. And it's funny to me because it's like, there's so many of my friends that are like, bro, if I see you bumping his music, if I hear you listening to his music, this and that, unfriend me right now. If he was on his IG, unfollow me right now. They're like, he gained followers from somewhere. But the thing is, the thing that I had to tell other people, my friends in New York, is that most of that, the new followers he's got a lot of mainstream followers in the entire country.
Yeah.
It's not just that Northeast region.
No, it's a bunch of like white kids.
He's mainstream. Exactly. He's mainstream in the entire country. And that's why it looks like the Northeast is entertaining him, but it's really his fans from coast to coast.
No, 100%. Really but see, you know what's crazy? The funny thing is he's sick, and you could tell he's sick. You could tell it's eating him up inside. The fact that, yeah, he making money, and yeah, he had 1.2 million followers on there, but he hates the fact that a lot of people consider him a snitch. You could tell he hates the rat shit, and he was trying to throw it in rappers' face by having the rat emoji on his face in his video and shit. But you could, just by you hear his voice and the fact how it's like, every time he talking live is explanation. Nigga, you is sick. I could tell you don't like the fact people think of you as a rat. Like, you trying to make it cool, but it hurts you on the inside to know that you lost some of your credibility and you can't rap like you used to.
And on top of that, I don't think it'll work. I mean, like, at this point, now his best bet is out the window, because the only way he would have been able to survive something like this is if he rode the clout went on tour and collected as much money as he could.
No tour.
He can't go on tour.
Yep, he got to
Can't go anywhere.
He got to hope that he could get YouTube streams. Like he better hope YouTube niggas trying to donate money to him on them lives, like they was doing a Tory.
That's it.
Funny enough, shout out to Mikey Hooks. We was talking on Twitter. So one of the people who listen, he's a good friend of mine. He was like, "What do you do if you're a rapper? If 6ix9ine asks you for a freestyle, do you say yes, get the instant clout of all of his fans, but then lose all of the urban black radio community?" And I was like, that is true. I was like, you can't, if you're a black artist, you can't do it. If you're a white or Latino artist, you could get away with it. But I think his best bag is to just start making Spanish music.
Nah,
that's what he needs to do.
The Spanish music is not. The funny thing is that those Spanish dudes are so good right now, they don't need him.
They don't.
So I don't know where he's gonna go. That's the thing. That's why his best bet is out the window. Because
but that's why he needs to do it. Like maybe he won't be able to get a feature with Bad Bunny or J Balvin or what's that? Nicky Jam. He might not get it with them three niggas, but like shit, get you one of the up and coming Spanish. They're not gonna turn it down. It's different. It's different than rap.
It might, because see the thing is, it's like the Spanish community is a lot like Atlanta. Nicky Jam and them, they throw features to the young dudes.
That's the thing.
They don't, and if you can get one from them, why do you want it from 6ix9ine? So right now, I don't know what he gonna do. I don't know if his next album will have anybody on there that is willing or worried about being credible. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever is on his next album is gonna be a bunch of who?
Yeah.
Where he from? Let me Google him real quick.
And then you lost radio because I know Charlamagne and them not playing you. I know because if LA stations, New York stations, Atlanta stations play them, you're gonna lose the credibility with other artists.
And you know Chicago not playing them.
Yeah, you're not jeopardizing that credentials. The only person that's jeopardizing their career is Academics because he is just a nut. Academics to me should be way bigger than what he is. He shouldn't have to chase around 6ix9ine, but he fumbled his fucking career. I can't stress that enough, how much Ack fumbled the rock.
Bro, like...
He should be bigger than what he is. He should, like... It's so a shame.
Hard, it's hard. Like, it's like a kick return, and somebody come up behind you and pop the ball out on, like, the 2-yard line. Like,
yeah. Like exactly at the 2. That's exactly what it is.
How did you manage that?
Nigga is dumb. But again, like I said, 6ix9ine not supporting SnitchNine is just hilarious. What's going on in New York? Y'all just got a bunch of goofy niggas just doing shit. Like, what is up with little TJ and then all the hybrid shit?
Nobody has no idea, bro.
That nigga fucked a baby mouth. Like, what? A-Boogie should have punched that nigga in the mouth.
To this day, I'm trying to figure out, like, who even gave this ugly nigga clout in the first place, right? And then on top of that, I'm thinking to myself, like, A-Boogie know that his baby mamas do anything for $1, right? Why did we even? We're not even shocked, right? We're not even shocked. I'm not shocked. Babe, I don't even know if A-Boogie was really shocked about it. Because, I mean, only thing she hurting is his street cred. And to her, she don't even fuck about his street cred, right? Because he's not with her.
Yeah.
So, like, this shit is nuts to me. But did you see that that food, the company feeding the children didn't want 6ix9ine's money?
Keep that dirty rat money to yourself, nigga. We not feeding the children with that.
That has to be the highlight of the week. Like, could you imagine how he felt when they sent the money back? Like,
and of course he gonna say, "Oh, y'all don't want to feed the kids? No, nigga, keep your rat money. We good.
We'll find another way."
Meek Mill and Jay-Z sent us some money anyway. That's nuts though, because like they shouldn't have that. They shouldn't be that type of way, but they was like, "Nah, we don't want that dirty money."
That's crazy, bro. Like the fact that they said we don't want that money, bro.
I forgot about that. That's absolutely hilarious. Oh shit! Let's jump into music. I want to congratulate Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, and Beyonce. The first time we got 4 African Americans on the top 100 at the same time. But now it's time to kill Doja Cat and Nicki. Nicki verse was fire. Good for her. Her verse was not bad. But Doja, how you gonna tell people you gonna put your titties out on the internet for a #1 hit and then don't do it? Look, I loved your music without you saying that. You didn't have to show your titties. I would have streamed it. But I do not appreciate the lies.
No, yeah,
gotta call a spade a spade.
That was corny, to say the least.
Super corny.
I didn't even know about it until it hit number one, and I was scrolling.
Me either.
And then I saw that she posted that, and I was like, why would you post that? So when I saw that, I'm like, what? And I'm like, how many horny 13-year-old boys did you get?
Oh, there's a video on Twitter right now going around of like a nigga got 7 phones and he just streaming. And then when Doja Cat went on live, he was zooming in and screen shooting all of her cleavage, and it wasn't even out. And I was just like, bro, what are we doing? Like, you niggas are disgusting in Corona.
I will say though, whoever the little horny boy was, it was great cinematic photography.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
It was hilarious, but. At the same time, yeah, no, she was corny for that. Big time.
Super corny. Like, let your music do the speaking for yourself, girl. Like, there's no need. But that's the only reason why it went 1. She didn't want to lose to Meg. And if I'm Meg, I'm salty.
I'm not. Because she knows that once hers gets on top with Beyonce, it's going to be there longer than Say So was. Say So may not even be there by the end of this weekend.
That's true, because it's not even like, niggas not even really streaming that no more, because they were just trying to see your titties. And crazy that's Nicki's first number 1. And she's not posting it. Why that's not crazy?
She posted.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
I wanna thank all my fans and I wanna, thank Doja Cat for reaching out to me and blah 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 and this and that. We finally did it. I saw it. I had to go look for it. Damn, I'm shocked she posted those stats because I thought that would be embarrassing.
Like because it's like you the stat queen. And not the only stat that really matters, you got only on a feature because a bitch said she was going to show her titties and didn't.
Because she trash, bruh. And it's funny because of all the songs that were up there, I seen that they put like all the songs that she has. She's got a lot of songs that were in the top 10.
But just didn't.
But most of those are features.
Yeah,
a lot of those are features.
Drake features, Drake and Wayne
Make
features.
Me Proud, Lil Wayne features, the joint Monster.
Yep.
There's a lot of those things, but she do like Super Bass. She had a couple of those.
I thought Anaconda would have got
Anaconda. I want to say was either 2 or 3.
Okay.
One of those songs were 2 or 3. Yeah, really? one of those dance songs that she made were either 2 or 3.
Real okay. Well, shout out to Doja, I guess. But this brought up an interesting topic on the internet, and I didn't ask my girl about this because I just wanted to do it. This is not disrespectful to nobody. So, it was fuck, marry, kill Doja Cat, Meg, and Kylie Jenner. And I saw a lot of people just saying we're gonna kill Kylie, but it was like Kylie a billionaire. I think Kylie might have to get married in this situation.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was like, if she's not the obvious choice for the marry option, you gotta pull out the 6ix9ine again. Yeah. Are you stupid? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm glad we both on the same page if we marrying Kylie. The question is, who you killing? Because
Doja.
Oh, you killing Doja? I was thinking about killing Meg.
Well, look, if I'm being honest of which one I'd rather fuck, Megan. But if Kylie wasn't that other person, right, to be the married, because I was
then Doja's getting married.
Then Doja would be getting married because she's weird and I fuck with that.
Yeah, same.
I feel like
I like the nerdiness.
Absolutely crazy.
Megan would be annoying.
Yeah. But I feel like in terms of which one would probably knock my socks off, I'd be stupid if I said it wasn't Megan.
I feel that. No, I feel that. Niggas gonna say I'm crazy, but I'm killing Meg, man. Meg gotta go.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm glad that we was on the same page for the married part.
Yeah. Because I saw niggas just saying, oh, so we not choosing our black queens. I was like, it don't have nothing to do with that. That bitch is a billionaire. I don't have no money.
Like, last time I checked, money talks, bullshit walks, right?
Exactly.
She got all the talking.
Or if I can't marry her, then I'm choosing a fucker and I'm fucking raw to trap her ass and then get me some child support.
Not many girls that I trap, but
that's one of them. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Oh, shit. All right, next up.
I'm glad you didn't ask your girl.
No, couldn't. That's something that we just had to do. Yeah. We just had to get done on the pod. But next up, Verzuz this weekend, Ludacris versus Nelly. I got Nelly winning, man.
I'm gonna have to pull out my Air Force One for that one. I'm playing. I ain't had Air Force One since Nelly was hot. But
who you got winning?
I do think. I don't know, because what I've learned from the mainstream stuff is. From the Verzuz stuff, I mean, is that it's more about who's relevant right now. and who more people will.
Or if you have nostalgic hits, and Nelly got nostalgic hits. That's my thing. Like Nelly has bigger songs, but can he go 20 rounds? You gotta have 20 songs, and I
have 20 songs, bro.
But Luda shouldn't be able to play his features because Luda should not be able to play All I Do Is Win.
No, and you know what's crazy is he won't have to. The songs on his albums, bro, on first 3 albums, like there's probably 2 or 3 hits on Nelly's first 3 albums, right? Each.
Yeah.
There's probably like 6 hits on Ludacris's first album. Like,
well, shit. I mean, Nellyville got Hot in Here, Dem Boys, Air Force Ones, that's 3, Dilemma, 4. He got Work It, Justin Timberlake, 5. He got, I think that might be it. Like 5 on Nellyville, and then the next one, I don't know, that's just dirty. Nelly weird. And then on the Sweat one, he got, I don't know if Nelly gonna win, man.
No, like, I don't think he gonna win, bro. He does have bigger hits, like you said. Like
he got bigger songs.
And Hot in Here are big songs.
And he got Grills. But like the thing is,
that was the only one I could think of.
I don't know if he got 20 songs. Where
he don't got 20 songs, bro. I don't know what he gonna play. That's why I'm gonna have to watch it because I want to see.
What do you do after 10?
Yeah. I want to see the last 10 rounds. I don't care for the first 10 rounds because I know what he's going to play. I want to hear what he plays on the back end. When Nelly pulls out, like, when Ludacris pulls out, if I take one more drink and like Unpredictable, like, when he get into his bag.
His big feature bag.
What are you going to do then? Because like, your feature bag is weak.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then like Word of Mouth and then Chicken and Beer, like Splash Waterfalls is a hit. Stand Up is a hit. Mm-hmm. Screwed Up Lil Flip, that's a hit. Diamond in the Back, that's a hit. And this is all off Chicken and Beer. The Chingy features a hit. And then Roll Out, Area Codes, Move Bitch. Like Ludacris got enough hits to last them first 10 rounds by himself. And then after that, like number 1 spot. And then after the first 10, that's when you bust out the feet. If I'm Luda, I'm busting out all the features after 10 rounds.
Oh, yeah. Like, without a doubt, bro. I'm busting them out, and I'm looking at him like this.
Yeah.
Because, like, what is Nelly featured on?
You're right. Yeah. I think this conversation changed my thing. Because at first I said on Twitter, I was like, my early thoughts is Nelly. But actually looking at Luda, all of Luda's features, Luda might win.
Like, right before, I think that's why he was able to make that jump into movies so successfully because Luda's his clout, not his clout, but his momentum was so strong that he could have honestly went into anything after that, and it would have been great.
Exactly, and that's why Fast and the Furious chose him because they wanted Ja Rule at first because of what you just said, the momentum shit and how many songs. But the next best guy, the most popping nigga, was Luda. So it made sense. So yeah, I think I'm gonna rock with Luda as well. All right, next up let's see what we got on the docket. Next up, Zion got paid in college and is getting caught. But you know what I say? Fuck it. Like, who gives a shit? This nigga in the NBA now. Like, sorry, agent, that they went choose a better agent than you. You should have known that. Or you should have paid them people more money to stick around. You a dumb bitch.
See, and that's a clear sign of when you try to do somebody dirty and
you just hate
out. And it don't pan out the way you thought it was. Like, she thought she was going to be able to do what Megan Thee Stallion's label did to her.
Yeah.
No, sis, it don't work that way, right?
Not at all.
Especially when your mama is in your corner. It don't work that way. The thing that is troubling me is how big the lawsuit is. $100 million lawsuit.
But that's between, like, Adidas and Nike.
She out here coming for heads, bro. Like, I feel like if she aimed a little lower, she could possibly win. $100 million? They taking you all the way to the end, bitch. They're gonna make you broke. Like, she's bugging. She's not gonna win that.
She should have asked for less and then just settled.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, $100 million? I'm like, sis, they'd have broke you off 25. They might even have broke you off 30. But 100, you're not getting 100.
She is absolutely tripping. So that's all I had to say on that. I was just like, shout out to nigga Z, man. Fuck that.
And you're right. She too late. Too bad.
What you gonna do? And it's like, if I'm him, I just testify. Like, I'm not going to jail behind Coach K. Sorry.
Right.
Like, that's not my fault.
It was Rick Pitino that went down, right? Or Rick Pitino? Yeah.
Rick Pitino.
Yeah. It's okay, bro. It was gonna happen to all of them eventually. That's why some of them just walked away. They
all paying. That's why the NCAA just need to hurry up and just pass that. Let these players get paid instead of getting rid of all y'all college coaches because y'all about to lose them all.
Yeah, because when the skeleton starts falling out the closet, not coming out the closet, they're gonna be busting out.
And that's the thing. If y'all get Coach K, you don't think Coach K about to just start leaking information about all Calipari, Roy Williams? They already heard Will Wade and the Arizona nigga on tape. Like, how many more college coaches are we gonna just fucking see do this before? And don't jump to football because football is even worse than basketball.
Hey, and don't what's old boy from UConn women's basketball team? He can't tell me he ain't paying them girls. Yeah, I don't believe that. Yeah. I don't believe Gino. He lying, bro. They were undefeated for like 4 years in a row, constantly getting the number one overall pick. I mean,
it was longer than
overall recruit. Like, nah.
They took over when Pat Summitt retired from Tennessee right after Candace Parker.
You're right.
That's when UConn took over, and they've been busting ass ever since. Kim Mulkey kind of was doing her thing with Notre Dame and Baylor.
Yeah, she was her only competition for a little. Gino's only competition for a little bit.
And they paying too. So it's like
listen. They ain't about to look me in my face and tell me that I got the number one recruit that live in South Beach, Miami, to come to South Bend, Indiana without paying her family.
Or UConn, you tripping.
Come on. You lying.
You absolutely lying. No, 100%.
Nobody want to go to South Bend.
And this these girls' only chance to really, really get paid because the WNBA not really paying. If I'm a woman athlete, it's like, why would I go to college if I'm not getting paid? Might as well go play pro ball in Europe.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm going to go with a WNBA route, then, I mean, I might as well get something like, and on top of that, I mean, hey, look, they can even ride the momentum, get paid while they over there, and then take it to Euro, and then, make some more money. But, like, I'm not going straight to college if I can get paid at 17 in France.
No, 100. And get paid more than I'll get paid in my professional career.
Ever.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, these college niggas is tripping. But we're going to see how this Zion stuff pan out because they making him testify. So.
Oh, yeah.
But Zion, don't you worry about it, brother. We do not care. Get us a ring in New Orleans and we good. We are good. That's going to happen. Don't you even make that face because we got a big three. Zion, Lonzo Ball is looking like Lonzo Ball out of UCLA, looking like the number 2 pick. And Brandon Ingram finally looking like the number 2 pick he's supposed to be. So that's a big 3 right there.
Listen. Unless one of them,
you hating?
No. I was about to bring it somewhere else. Unless one of them is about to turn into MJ and start cursing out other people to be their full potential.
Oh, that's Zion. Zion gonna do that.
I don't believe it because from everything I've heard about him, he's like LeBron. He's kind of hard.
No. See, I heard when there was one of them games when he came back, his 3rd game back. And he was like, he got tired of it. He was like, they said he got tired of sitting on the bench and not seeing people try as hard. He cussed everybody. I was like, come on, man, we got to fucking do this. We got to win. So Zion, that nigga, he been the first vocal leader New Orleans than ever had since Chris Paul.
Well, good. Well, hopefully it don't stop right there.
But
that's still soft, all right? That's still soft. I need him to get in.
I don't think
no homo.
Get Jordan level.
Michael Jordan said, if I got to get in your ass, I'm going to get in your ass. And I was like, pause, my nigga. What did you just say?
It's not going to be like that because Chris Paul tried that and Chris Paul ain't win because these new generation niggas do not play that way.
Well, that's my point. Well, and no, on top of that, though, there's too much social media.
True.
Somebody can leak you recording saying that. Look how long it took for us to get this footage.
Oh, they had that MJ shit under lock, rap and key. What'd you think of these new episodes, speaking of?
I really liked it, but it does show me, this is what shows you how it worked for Kobe, but it couldn't work for anybody past Kobe and KG.
Yeah. Well,
I think be a bully no more.
If LeBron didn't go the best friend route, if he would have kept it like them, you maybe could have seen it continue. But because LeBron started being buddy bop and friendship, I think that changed everything.
It was the
AAU era.
Yeah. And it wasn't like the AAU era like that KG and them played in where you stick on one AAU team until you graduated high school.
No, there's a bunch of moving and coddling.
Yeah, it was parents, walking over there giggling like your team, your your kid nice, but he would be even better if he was on our team next year, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I can help you with the payments if you need help switching him over, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, he grew up on that kind of thing. Of course he like that. There's nothing wrong with that. The thing is, the rest of them is like that too, bro. It wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. I'm telling you, it wouldn't have worked past when KG was doing it in Minnesota. It wouldn't have worked past that. Yeah, him and Kobe was the last of the I'm gonna bully you into getting better.
Yeah, facts.
It don't work that way no more.
No, not at all. Also, what I really loved about these episodes is they made the time jumps actually work. Like, they would talk about something.
It was just 2 years. It wasn't like 5.
It was just, it finally felt like, oh, are we not jumping around in 60 million different places? It made sense when it was like, okay, we're talking about something in 98, and then it's like, this reminds me of 93 when he went through, and then it would go back. That shit finally, like, was grade A. They talked about the gambling shit. That was cool. It's whether or not you believe it or whatnot, but
I mean, that's what they was gonna. I mean, I knew that's what they was gonna lead up to.
Exactly. No, 100%. I'm trying to think what else had. Oh, the shit with Gary Payton was hilarious. Where when Michael was looking at the thing and he was like, "Ha, this nigga here, I had no trouble with GP."
My thing was they didn't even have to do like if I'm GP, I'm disrespected that they asked me to do an interview and they did me like that. I think. Like, you know how like he punched Steve Kerr in the face? I wouldn't be mad if Gary Payton saw him on the street and punched him in the face. Because why would y'all do that? That is just disrespect.
Mike looked at that. Mike started laughing. Mike said,
The glove?
The glove.
I had no problem with him.
No problem. No issue.
That was petty.
And then BJ Armstrong, this shit was super petty. The way they did BJ.
Well, no, because BJ knew, though, because I liked what they did with BJ and with Horace when they left the team. And it was like, you know, like, they knew, like, if a certain thing was going on and, like, emotions ride high and you start celebrating.
But see, Horace knew that. BJ should have known that. Why would BJ say anything? And then I thought this is what I'm talking about, the shade on the documentary, because after, so they say BJ was balling in Chicago. He go to the Hornets. He beat Mike for one playoff game, talk shit. Mike whoop his ass. And then after that, they say, well, even though BJ Armstrong did lose the series, he was an all-star that year. The shade, the subtle shade.
He was, though, and then they said he was all-star another year, too. They said he was like an all-star like 3 years in a row or something like that.
Oh, at Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, which proves my point that
Mike had big threes and big
he had
fours.
More than big threes, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, we like to downplay these dudes, but a lot of these dudes is in the Hall of Fame. Like, ain't nobody he played with in Cleveland going to the Hall of Fame.
Like, oh, you talking about, well, second Cleveland strip.
Yeah, right.
We're not judging. Because, see, I put the first Cleveland stint, like, on Mike's years before he had Scotty. When he was
because y'all still count that first loss. Y'all still count that first loss that he got when he lost to the Spurs.
Oh, but that's a finals loss. Mike didn't make it to the finals.
But see, that's my point, though, is that he made to the finals.
Fine. Cool. We don't have to count that Spurs finals loss. What about Dallas? What about the second Spurs loss?
Kawhi is the GOAT.
Yeah, nah, that's my point. Yeah, sit your ass down, LeBron. This is Mike's still the man, and you's third, in my opinion, behind one Kobe being Bryant. Rest in peace, my brother.
Is that you getting that from All the Smoke when they asked Steve Nash?
What you talking about?
Because Steve Nash ranked Kobe as third. I thought that's where you got that from.
Oh no! I rank it so my ranking before The Last Dance, because I never watched Mike play, and because I started watching Mike play when I was watching Last Dance, I went to watch old games. My ranking before this was Kobe 1, LeBron 2, and then Tim Duncan, Shaq, and so on. I gotta put Duncan 3.
Wait, where did you have Michael Jordan then?
Well, I just didn't rank people I didn't see.
Oh, I was so confused. I'm like,
yeah. I just didn't rank
list we talking about here.
I just didn't rank people I didn't see. But now that I've seen Mike play and I understand some of the circumstances, Mike went number 1. Like, Mike is just number 1.
I think as a player, he's number 1. I just think as a person, he's an asshole. I'm not knocking his talents whatsoever. I just think he's an asshole.
Off the court, LeBron James is still the best athlete we have ever seen off the court. And yeah, Muhammad Ali was an activist and everything, and Muhammad Ali is one of the best off the court athletes. But I look at it in the sense of LeBron came up in the social media era. He never had a scandal. Nothing leaked. He has a perfect family. No cheating things besides the Jules rumors, but nobody believes that shit.
Yeah.
And
on top of that, he never did something that jeopardized him
his career, or jeopardized his off the court image. The only thing that tried to was when Delonte West tried to sleep with his mama.
Now,
and he handled that like a champ.
We can't confirm or deny if he was successful or not. But the problem is with Muhammad is that it was, he had to walk. I mean, he had to crawl so that, people like LeBron and them
could walk. You know
what I'm saying? So they could actually be able to say things and not have it jeopardize their career. So shout out to him for that. But going back to what you said, I can't count Muhammad because I didn't see it.
Yeah, same.
You know
100%.
Didn't see it.
100%. Also, I don't know if I should even talk about this. Like, I'm not trying to get sued, so let me say allegedly, rumors, alleged, I don't know, but B. So I follow this blog site called Gossip in the City. And all of the stuff they post have come true, and this lady got the leaks and the rumors on lock. So it has been rumored, alleged, ESPN, Stephen A. Smith's trying to find the source of what I'm about to tell you, because this is big sports news. Apparently, and right now, she described who the person was, and this is how you know who it is. It's a former coach of Cleveland who works at ESPN. The only person that could be is Damon Jones. Yeah. So it was alleged that Damon Jones, during one of the finals, bet on the Warriors to win the finals. Yes, nigga! It's about to go down. This is worse than the ref, or this is just as bad. This is terrible.
This is just as bad. But
he bet on the other team. He didn't bet on his team. That's why I say it's worse.
No, it's not worse because the ref calls.
Yeah, the ref makes call. You're right. This is pretty bad though.
This is pretty bad, but the ref, the whole game was in his hands.
Yeah, no, that's true. You're right. I'm tripping. But yeah, no. So he was a coach betting on the other team to beat his team, allegedly.
But see, that's more bad on like the.
And maybe that's why you remember when J.R. Smith. You remember when J.R. Smith threw that soup on him, and nobody knew why J.R. Smith threw the soup.
Maybe JR knew something that we did.
Maybe JR saw him out that day. That's crazy, bro. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen if this turns out to be true.
You gotta drop him.
Do you think he loses his job? Yeah.
You gotta drop him. You gotta
crazy. I wonder what LeBron and them gonna say.
Because who wants to hear him as an analyst after that?
Betting on you, not on your. At least Pete Rose bet on himself.
That's what I'm saying. Let my dog in the Hall of Fame. He bet on himself.
This nigga bet on the Warriors. That's nuts. But alleged. We don't know if this is true. Shout out to Gossip in the City. They are, and she was posting
if Stephen A's looking into it. It's probably right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she was posting like tweets not tweets, text messages with other people saying like, you need to be careful. This is serious knowledge. Like, everybody's trying to break this story right now. Just be careful. Yeah, and like NBA people is messaging her. So shout out to Gossip in the City. But I didn't even know if I want to bring that up today. But that shit is just crazy to me. He betting on the war.
That's spicy.
Yeah, super spicy. But we only got 2 topics left. I want to ask you, what's the best breakfast food? Is it pancakes? Is it French toast? Is it biscuits and gravy? Is it grits and bacon? Is it eggs? For me, I like biscuits and gravy. I think that's my favorite.
Biscuits and gravy.
Like sausage gravy too.
For me, the first time I ever had biscuits and gravy was when I came down here. And I was like, this shit busted.
Yeah.
Before then, it probably would have been like, I don't know, like eggs, bacon, and pancakes, something generic, because I mean, like, that's all I ever known. But no, biscuits and gravy. And I do mean sausage gravy.
Not just normal
regular gravy.
Niggas is tripping. But if I'm not choosing biscuits and sausage gravy, I might just go grits and bacon and toast.
I don't like grits. Oh,
you're not a grits person?
No. It reminds me of, you know what it tastes like? Oppression.
Oh, this nigga's stupid, bro. This nigga said grits taste like oppression. This nigga is dumb. Oh, shit. Okay, which one's better, pancakes, waffles, or French toast? Because I go with French toast. Yeah, I go with French toast as well. But see now, the thing is, it's easier to mess up French toast than it is the others.
That's why I need a professional to make mine. Shout out to moms. You know what I mean? Like, because if I did it, trust me, I'm throwing them out. We eating pancakes.
Yeah. Honestly,
pancakes might. I'll be like, yeah, pancakes it is.
Pancakes might be the worst of the three.
But then yeah. But I mean, like, if I'm making them from scratch, it's the easiest one for me to make.
Facts, because you gotta have a waffle maker to make waffles.
Yeah, and then don't even think about the mess cleaning up the damn waffle maker.
Yeah, that shit. Ooh, it'd be all messy. Yeah,
good on that.
I'm not a big eggs guy. I'm not a big omelet guy.
I'm not a really big omelet guy, but I'll fry that bitch over easy. I fry that bitch through. I scramble that motherfucker up. I eat that thing anyway. Like, I love easy.
I'll do a scramble with like some cheese on it, then put the little bacon in the scramble, and just eat some scrambled eggs on like a sandwich. That should be bussin'. But like any other type of way for eggs, that's not really for me. But I just want to know best breakfast food. All right. And the final topic I got today, because this was I saw something and it just made me laugh and think of something. I was like, maybe I need to expose myself some more on this podcast. But have you ever bought porn on cable?
Nope.
Have you ever paid for porn, period?
Nope.
You're missing out, bro. I paid for porn on cable, and then I didn't think it would show up on the bill, and my mama saw that shit and was like, who bought big booty white bitches fucking? And I was like, oh, that was my daddy. And my daddy was like, no, nigga, I ain't buy that shit. That was you. Indian women fucking black men on cable.
That's why I never bought it. It's because one of my older, no, I lied. It might be my younger brother. Was it? No, it was definitely my dumbass younger brother. Bought it thinking that it would come up on the bill. And like my older brother calls me like, you would never believe what this nigga Day did. And I'm like, what? And then like he bought it, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was an option. Like, I thought my dad was smart enough to put like a code on it. So that's why I never even attempted to. But
black people parents never put parental code on their shit.
On that shit. I'm like, that nigga's brave. Like, I had to give him a dap. Like, he was on punishment. I had to give him a dap. I was like, hey, I know he ain't come outside, but give me a dap through the window. You brave as shit, cuz.
That's the only porn I would have ever bought is the on-demand porn, because that shit kind of fire. But see, this led me to, because I did some research, and now when I say I did research, this does not mean I paid for this, because I refused to once I did the research. But I went on a cam site, one of these cam porn sites, to see what it was about, because I wanted to know the difference in between this and OnlyFans, because OnlyFans, I understand how that works.
Right.
Bro, if you pay a girl for cam soda or any of these live cam shits, you are absolutely out your fucking mind. Go to Pornhub. These bitches are charging so much money just for them to flash their coochie on camera and talk to you. I don't get live cam porn. Like, why are you paying for that nonsense? The only porn, like I said, I would pay for is on-demand cable porn. That shit kind of fire.
You know what it is, though, too? Is that shout out to those producers, because they put some descriptions. They write the descriptions so damn well that it makes you want to buy it. So I gotta give you I give you that one, because I do remember seeing them, and like you click info and click more info, whoa, because you're like, okay, all right, okay. But as far as like the on cam stuff, nah, that's weird. And then like the OnlyFans stuff, I mean, like, honestly, have you seen how much some of these girls are charging?
Oh, yeah, like 30, 25. Like I said, they charging $30 just for you to see them put a picture of their ass sitting on their bathroom counter in a thong. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, hold on. They out of pocket, too.
And then real porn stars are charging $8.99, $9, $5. Why would I pay for the local girl $30 just when she's trying to scam and hustle?
Right. When I can get a professional for $5.99.
Or a professional for free on Pornhub.
And it's HD?
Yeah.
HD 1080p?
And don't let you have the VR set, because then you get the VR porn. And then the shit like you doing it.
Yo! You said POV in this motherfucker. Take it to a whole nother level. That's taking it to a whole nother level, baby.
Not that's just VR. POV, the VR POV.
Bro, that's intense right there. population may go down if too many people get their hands on that kind of technology, baby. Teen pregnancy gonna go down.
And I don't even have a VR set. I just know how this shit look because one Christmas we always do Secret Santa for the homies, and one homie got a VR set. And the first thing we all did was each try on the VR set and look and see how the VR porn looked. That shit was nuts.
No, yeah, that I may have to fund some of that. I may have to make a donation to that fund because we may just control the population with that.
We on to something.
You motherfuckers on to something.
But that's all we got this week, man. That's enough clowning this week. Brooklyn, tell the people where they can find you at on social media.
You can find me at all social medias at Where Brooklyn At. And that's Brooklyn with a Q, not a K, baby. That's for marketing purposes.
Because we are not trying to get sued. And with that being said, it is time, before we get into the interview with Delta Deez, we got a world premiere. Let's get into his song because he is the song we're choosing to highlight this week. His song is called One of a Kind. Let's get into that right now.
It's time for the featured song of the week, courtesy of our guy Delta Deez. It's time for a world premiere.
Shout out to Delta Deez. This is One of a Kind, only on the Bros Who Think Podcast. My name is Young Boy Dewitz, a.k.a. Lyn Scorsese, and this is a world premiere. Let's go!
Baby, I'm rap, one of a kind. Told me the pussy, you said it was mine. Knew she was lying, cause she just a slide. Heard that little shawty was fucking on slime, but I never mind, cause those are my guys. Ain't gon' be beefing with them oversized, cause we need the grains. What do you mean? Name me a player who ball with no team. Like Michael and Martin, I had a dream. Can't play no games, so I'm picking up steam. She sent me the body, I left it on scene. Was all on the ghost, but it ain't that deep. Never thought of being something I wasn't, cause most these rappers get on songs and they front. I'm just me, that's why you shorty love it. She facing the earth and I ask where the sun is. It bouncing back like gum. She going dumb when she be making it pop. I put the whoop in her tum-tum. She tryna run, no, I be hitting the spots. Yo, man, it's known as a bum, where he come from. My dogs move around sticks like nunchucks. I was inspired like Philo, I'm an unsung hero like Iwatani. Said I need that new Givenchy, a couple of nudes from Nami. Said I make her pool tsunami, I make her pool go wide. In the car like 5-star style. Totally but can't let the price go down. I got the game in the vice script, don't got no time for mistakes or no typos now. Since I was young, I had to find out my way through the dark. Develop the breath in the moment. I got the Midnight Club logo imprint on my lawns. And I'ma just take what I'm owed. Whatever I face on this road is causing a change in my tone. I'm making my tone, I'm making it home. Before that, I'm making it known. The baby I'm rare, one of a kind. She threw me the pussy and said it was mine. I knew that she lying, cause she just a slide. I heard that the shawty was fucking on slime, but I never mind, cause those are my guys. Ain't gon' be beefing with them oversized. Leave the games, what do you mean? Name me a player who ball with no team. Michael and Martin, I had a dream. Can't play no games when I'm picking up steam. She sent me the body, I left it on scene. Never thought of being something I wasn't. Most these rappers get on souls and they front. I'm just me, that's why you sure you love it. She facing the earth, ask where the sun is. Ayy, I make her sing like hum, baby. They hating, I know that's humbug. Out of 10, she a 1-1, baby. I give her dick by the tons. They should know there ain't no stopping me, My POV done came from poverty, I done made a couple dollar stretch, so a little bit is still a lot to me, One of a kind, she threw me the pussy inside of her mind. Knew that she lying, cause she just a slide. I heard a little shawty was fucking on slime, but I never mind, cause those are my guys. Ain't gon' be people with them oversized. Never with sides. Baby, I'm chillin', like the most. If we keep playing, he make the noise.
One time for the Bros Who Think.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the world premiere of One of a Kind, and we're with the artist himself, Delta Deez. I'm gonna drop the air horns in the background. World premiere. Glad to have you in the building, Delta. How are you doing, my brother?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing pretty good, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. As well, and I say this every time I do one of these. I'm doing as well as you can in Corona, and so I'm not gonna say I'm doing bad or anything. I'm doing
especially New Orleans,
good.
right?
Well, I'm in
You're in
Lafayette. Yeah,
Lafayette?
so I'm like,
okay.
I'm like 2 hours outside of New Orleans.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But
You
I mean,
you still in the boot though.
yeah,
you still in the boot.
we still in the shit. Where you at? Because see, I thought you was from around here. Then I thought you was from New York. Where you located out at?
Yo, it's fun. It's hilarious. I'm from Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. And see,
Which
now the accent makes sense.
Which everybody mistakes for Long Island. So everybody thinks I'm from New York anyway.
I did.
It's hilarious. But it's because I don't have that New England fucking Boston accent, that nasty, like every Dunkin' Donuts you go to in the Northeast.
But you can I kind of can tell you're from it's not super Boston-y, but I can tell you're like New England-y.
It's a little bit New England, but it's like it's just there's few things less attractive than a Boston accent, like a New England accent. There's few things that sound as disgusting. Maybe German.
Yeah. A Russian.
Maybe yeah, but even some Russian women, they freak.
Yeah, they freak it. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
There's no freaking Boston. It's like if you got a Boston thought, I want to suck your cock. Like it's like don't work. Don't shut up. Just don't speak. You're disgusting. You're animals, all of you.
I'm fucking with you already. This is awesome. But yeah, man, glad to have you. The song was fucking amazing.
I appreciate that.
And I like how I'm doing this now where I can play the song first and then get to, because for let's say that it's someone who listens to this pod but never heard of you, they get a little taste of this, so now they're interested in you. I want to get your story. Tell the people how you got into music. Tell us a little bit of some of your influences and just give us the journey of what made this guy, I'm not going to say your real name, but what made this guy go from his government name to now he's Delta a rapper, R&B artist. I'm going to say just a artist in general, Delta Deez, because you sing and rap.
Classify me. I was going to, well, the funny thing is this. All right, so we'll start at the beginning. My mom, I was born in Providence, Rhode Island. I've lived since I was like 12 years old. Right before I turned 12, I've lived in East Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay.
I don't want to front like it's like some East Providence, Rhode Island is a great place to live. It's a phenomenal. There's like one murder every decade, and it's by accident. So it's a very nice area. Basically, my music thing started. My mom always grew up. My mom had me at 20. So, I was born in 1998. So that means that her entire life grew up on all the old school hip hop and R&B, because she grew up in South Providence, which is the not so great area. She grew up in all the bad areas. And that's where all my family comes from. My mom's side of the family is Irish Cape Verdean. My dad's side of the family is Italian. They both families come from street kind of like impoverished settings.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to be born in the generation where you didn't have to go through that, but you're raised with the same morals, ethics, kind of ways to maneuver, belief systems. And then
just because you don't have your parents' life, they still raised you with the
still raised you that way.
Same.
That's what
My parents did the same thing. They only taught you the ways to how they got out and the things that worked for them. Because honestly, and I told you this before, I love to go off on tangents just to let your fans see more about. I think that teaches you, at least for second generation people like us, for example, we didn't have it rough, but our parents did. I think that gives us that grind, so to speak, to where we're not one of those bougie second generation, have a little bit of money in their pockets.
Well, yeah, no, the thing is that even though I didn't necessarily go hungry, it wasn't like there was always the best choices. But it's it's not even I don't even want to make it seem like that. It's just it's like my folks still had to work 60, 70 hours a week to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And they split my mom and my dad split when I was 1. So I was living in, split, but that's all I ever knew. So it was weird to me that your parents live with each other.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's weird. And so, but anyway, so the music journey started at about 10 years old. I was just, I grew up on all of it. Anita Baker, Biggie, fucking Wayne, I listened anything, all the old school shit like Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, fucking Big Daddy Kane. And then on the R&B side was the Jodeci's, the Ushers, and just all the old school R&B. It's like the cleaning music, like the music that you hear and you can smell the Lysol.
Fucking right.
And so it's all amazing. And so I loved all of it. So originally, at about 10 years old, I wrote my first rap, and I was like, oh, this is fun. And just from there, every day I did something, whether it was a bar, whether it was a premp, whether it was just like the words to rhyme and then build around, like every single day from the age of 10 till, till probably, there's only been a few times I've not done something musically
Every day,
in terms every day. Yeah. And so originally, it's funny that you called me an R&B singer at the beginning of this, because originally I wanted to sing and I couldn't. I couldn't sing. Okay. That's why I started rapping. It's because I sucked at singing. I was in chorus in elementary school, but it didn't really go farther than that. And then I was like, but I feel like I can do this rap thing. And I just started doing that. So I wrote every day, basically, for 4 years until I finally, I saved up some birthday money or whatever, and we got some recording equipment, some very basic stuff. To this day, the stuff I got to record at 14 is the same stuff I use today, except for like the speakers that I added, like just so I can get a real good idea of the mix. I engineer all the stuff too. I record and engineer all of my own music. And that's why you can hear that progression if you go from the earliest stuff that you can find, because I've deleted a lot. And so I've deleted a bunch of like my stuff that I was posting when I was like 14, 15 years old, because I was just like, I suck.
Yeah, but you hear the growth.
You can hear the growth from what's out. You can definitely hear the growth. And so, yeah, at 14 is when I started recording, and I probably recorded, I took the same work ethic from writing to recording, and probably recorded mostly on a daily basis almost. Okay. And just recorded something, even if it wasn't the full song, if it was just a verse, if that's what because the pre-production conversation we were having, forced things being forced, it shines through. So yeah, I just found it. It's weird. It's always a weird conversation when people say, when did you start? Because I almost forget sometimes. So it's because it's like, long. It's been so long, and it's just part of me now. Yeah. Like, it's so part of me now that even if I was to never go anywhere with it, even though I feel like I'm gonna be in a building, I'm gonna end up in a building somewhere writing everybody's favorite records. Even if I'm not the artist that's performing them, I'm gonna be in a building somewhere, handing out records and just collecting my percentage at the end of the cycle. But even if I didn't, I'd still do this because I love it so much, and that's why it doesn't matter to me, even if I am not the artist that's touring and has their name on the big headlines like if I'm not in the big font at one of the big festivals, like I don't care. I love the music. So as long as I can pay my bills, that's all that really matters to me. But yeah.
I'm liking you more and more as we do this conversation. And that's the way which you just said spawned so many different thoughts in my head. I want to start off with the fact you've been doing this since you were 10. Do you think the 10,000 hours thing kind of plays into your thought process? Because I can, in being someone who is chasing that 10,000 hours myself with my craft I'm doing now, you can see when you see someone that's chasing that as well, how big of a factor was, because I know at first when you're 10, you don't think about that.
10,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that until I use Reaper, and Reaper logs your time. I started on Audacity, right? So I started on Audacity, of course, like most people do, recording anything. Started on Audacity. It wasn't until about 18, maybe 19 years old, I started using Reaper to really start learning how to mix and engineer. I didn't learn how to engineer or mix music until I was like 18, 19 years old. I was just slapping it on Audacity, throwing some ins and outs, which is like the dubs, like is when you layer the end of the bar, like the last two words, you layer it and stuff like that. I didn't start really learning how to EQ, compress, all that, like everything that's so important. Didn't learn how to do that until I was like 18, 19. I'm only like 2 or 3 years in on this engineering thing. Mm-hmm. So, but in terms of recording time, I mean, dog, I record, like in just this quarantine alone, I've recorded 40 songs from March 11th when I got furloughed from my job for the quarantine, for the coronavirus, to now. I'm at about 40 songs, including songs that I've recorded and sent out that I haven't gotten verses back for. I'm at about 40 right now, since mid-March. But 10,000 hours is important because it's just, that's the only way. There's rare cases where you can just show up and be great. There's like the Beanie Siegels, who was just like, I don't rap, but I'll just show up and do this shit and be better than most of you at it. There are the gems, but most of you guys, you're probably not a gem, so work hard.
Yeah.
But if you could be a gem and you just not adding enough pressure. So you're not just working out, because I wasn't even close to this. Like, I was always nice on paper. On paper, I was always nice. My delivery was trash. I was on beat, always on beat. Lyrics was always good on paper. My delivery was trash. That comes from sitting in the room and just recording and recording and recording and recording and hearing your voice over and over and over again, sending it to people that you trust their critique. There's so many things that go. You can't just the entitlement to just think you're gonna show up and be good at something is asinine. Especially something as hard as this, because people will think, because today it's so easy to just do it. The action of just doing, like, recording music and just being like, dog, I didn't know for like a year and a half using auto-tune, you had to put the auto-tune in the key of the beat. I had no idea. I was just guessing. I was just scrolling like a fucking Neanderthal, and I was just doing guesswork. I was just like, well, this sounds the best. And I was like, fuck, just throwing it on there. I was a fucking dodo. And so when I finally learned, oh shit, you have to find the key of the beat and then put the auto-tune in the key of the beat, I was like, that's why my shit sounds like butt. So, no, 10,000 hours, and that's how you learn that type of stuff. That's how you learn that, maybe I got to cut out mid at 1,200 hertz, I got to cut out, I got to do -5 decibels. Like, it's like all these things that you learn, my compressor I need more release on my compressor here. It's just, those are the things you pick up, and those are the things, like, you'll just recognize things when you hear them after 10,000 hours. I hit 7,000 hours on my laptop in like a year or two. Like, it wasn't long. And it's like 10,000 hours is like 5 years. Yeah. Of like, if you work a 40-hour week, 10,000 hours is like 5 years. I was hitting that at like, maybe the year and a half mark. Cause I was so like, dog, homework came second. Like, it was like, homework wasn't even I was getting it done at school or on the bus on the way to or from school. And, that was my love for this shit.
See, that is amazing. And that's how I know, like I said, I'm liking you more and more as this conversation goes. And that's how you can spot greatness, because it's with music, it's with business, it's with anything you do. I've been watching this Jordan doc. There's a reason why Michael Jordan is great, because he put in that work. And
fucking hungry. There's
a reason why people succeed is because they put in those 10,000 hours, and that's important. Like, you're so right. It's like, it's repetition, and the fact that you knew you weren't your delivery right, but you worked on it until it was right, and now your delivery is damn near flawless. It sounds absolutely amazing. That. So now that we got that question out of the way, and being that you love it so much, would you? And you talked about this being a writer, if you weren't the main artist, is that something that I don't want to say aspiring for, but is that something that's in the back of your mind? Word. Okay. Well, yeah. Talk about that.
I'm aspiring for that because I like the low keyness of, like, the dream is like, you barely ever think about him except maybe once every year or two when he drops a project. But then it's like the money in his bank from all the Beyonce records he's written is probably unfucking real. It's probably stupid. It's probably a dumb number for somebody that you never think about from the average person, the average listener, the average music fan doesn't think about the dream on a day-to-day basis like they might think about Beyonce. But you better bet your fucking bottom dollar that Beyonce records, a lot of them, as great as Beyonce is, are not what they are if the dream doesn't come in and do what he does with his pen. And the people in the business know that that's what Dream does with his pen. We're seeing it now with these verses,
Facts, no,
things. It's putting a bunch of folks our age and our age group onto the motherfuckers that's really behind the scenes making your favorite songs and making the songs that you grew up on. I would love to be that. and just never have to leave the house or never leave the studio? I don't want to go on. I would love to go and do a show where people who love me have come out and paid to see. That's always an amazing time. It's the things around it. It's the headaches around it.
Yeah.
It's the sound check is running late because they didn't show up with the fucking right chord. So they have to go to fucking the FYE store.
Yeah, the nearest Walmart.
And just go pick up I've seen, I've had my fair share of performances. I've opened for MGK. I've opened for Post Malone. I've opened for Currency at the Strand, which used to be called Lupo's in Providence, Rhode Island. I did that. I did those shows when I was 15, 16, and 17. Those were my first big real show. I only had 4 maybe small shows under my belt at 15, 16 years old. I was opening for MGK, was my first real actual
That's crazy.
Concert. And dog, I was like, yeah, I got this because I had done a couple of shows, 50 people shows at a bar. And I walk in and I go through the backstage and I go look out. I'm like, well, that's what 700 people in a room looks like. I have cotton mouth and I'm shivering.
Yeah, how does that moment feel like your first real show? Because I've done stuff in front of people, but not 7,000 is crazy.
Well, it was 700, not 7,000.
No, 700. But even 700 for your first show is nuts.
It looks like 7,000, first of all. It looks, because you don't realize, and this is something I've had to explain to people before, you don't realize, you'll go to a party with your homeboys and they'll walk, there's 100 bitches in there. It was 12.
No. Yeah.
12. But
that's so true.
when you the first time you ever see 700 people with camera phones out on, with the flash on, is intense. And they're not even there for you. But the thing is this, my manager at the time, he told me the plan for us at every show was to lead with an acapella, just like a 20 or 24 of just bars.
Just to show them you can do it.
Just to hit them just like a punch them in the face effect and just an attention grabber. And I had to work myself up mentally to get out of being scared of going on stage. And I had to just, and it went amazing, because I never realized it was then and there that I knew that I would never feel what it feels like to hear 700 people react to your bars at the same time in a room. You don't get that anywhere else.
Yeah.
To just hear 700, just to hear that in a harmony of 700 different people for you. I was like, I'll do. That's when I decided. I think probably at that moment, I was like, I'm gonna do this rap shit forever. I'm in it.
Because it's different, man. Live performances,
it's so different.
I think for creatives, whether it's music, art, doing any type of live event, when you see people there and you feel the reaction of, at that moment, you're gonna know if you're good or not. You're gonna feel it.
Absolutely. Because I've stunk up a couple sets. So yeah, they let you know. They let you know, bro. I'll tell you what.
100%. So okay, let's get into some of your influences before we get to some of the songs.
My influences, okay. So direct influences, I definitely, when I started rapping, I wanted to be Lil Wayne.
Real.
I wanted to be Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's my number one rapper, personally. My favorite number one rapper all time. That's my favorite. I have, a separate objective list.
Fuck fuck that. This is my.
But I'm just saying me.
Yeah,
me.
For sure. Because I'm with you with Wayne. That's my guy as well.
It goes like
but that's our age though. So that's our generation.
Part of it, it's part of its age, but part of it is just you can hear direct Wayne influence in a lot of my auto-tune shit.
Facts.
Because Wayne has some of the best auto-tune records, hands.
Facts. Him and T-Pain are the best in my opinion.
Well, that's what it is. It really goes direct influence. It really goes Wayne, Drake, T-Pain. That's my three. That's my three biggest influences. Now, there was a time I would have said it was Eminem, but then he sucked for 10 years. So it was an issue. It was an issue when I was like, all right, well, I haven't liked anything.
love bro. I know I keep saying this, but I'm liking you more and more. Like the honesty
I haven't
is real.
liked anything since Recovery.
Yes,
So,
that's his last good album. I agree with that.
Kamikaze was cool. And other than that, Kamikaze was cool. There was a few joints on there. But ever since then, he's just gotten cringier. He's this, at the end of, to not get too deep in, he's just disappointed me as a real, like, who loves his shit and who prided himself on being an Eminem fan. Like saying like arguing to the death with people over like Eminem over Jay-Z. And now Jay-Z's got my number one spot objectively. Like Jay-Z's like best rapper all time for me. Like without my biases towards Wayne or Drake or whoever. Or whoever I got biases towards. It's like Hov is 50 and he raps like it ain't like it's like he raps like he's 50, but it's just the idea of the older you get, the worse you are. It's not with him. It's not with him, and it's not real. To me, at least. To me, it's like that's the mindset of the artist. It's an artist to artist basis. I bet Big Daddy Kane could bust a bunch of rappers' asses right now if he felt like
Facts. And look, that's something that Hov showed us is possible because of people. As much as me and you both love Wayne and M couldn't stand the test of time. And that's just the God honest truth. And it's going to be interesting to see how Drake handles it because I think he will.
Drake's going to be fine.
Yeah, I think he's going to be fine.
Drake's gonna be fine.
100. And I think that's going to put him in that conversation of he's up there.
Drake, yeah, but Drake, the problem with Drake is that, not my problem, but the problem with Drake is that he's so versatile. And that's one of the things I pull from him. Is one of my direct influences is his versatility from Drake. And the thing with Drake is that I think he's too pop. Like we don't even consider like I don't know if I think he's too pop and like too spread out. He's too much of an artist to be boxed in as a rapper, even though that's how we know him from jump. And he still raps better than most people. He still is a better rapper than most rappers. It is what it is.
That losses was nuts. And that's just the most recent.
Don't at me.
Yeah.
Don't at me.
You know, you're talking to the right guy. Like I agree. Like,
no, I hear you. I'm saying for anybody watching this who thinks Drake doesn't rap better than some of your favorites, it is what it is. He does. He got Common out of here. And Common is nice. And Common, like he had Common. Sierra Williams had Common calling Drake Canada Dry. Like Drake.
That's the
it
part
really
I was
bothers me when the
you...
gods get to acting like the bro. When Drake is bothered, go somewhere. Go hide. You finna get platinum disc is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough go of it.
No, oh man, this is awesome. Okay, so I get your influences. I hear them, but I hear your own sound. And I think just because of the most recent song that was just played, the world premiere, talk to me a little bit about that song, the creation of it, and just get me in the studio of how Delta Deez creates.
Well, there's a bunch of different ways Delta Deez creates. We're gonna get into the name Delta Deez too soon, but the way Delta Deez creates, it varies. It goes a lot into it all goes back to forced, not forced, just letting things come naturally. So the beat for One of a Kind, I heard a snippet from JSB who produced it, who also works with Chris a lot because, you know, mutual love, mutual homies. And, you know, we've for about a year and a half now, we've been, you know, we've connected and networked with a bunch of different artists and producers. And SB was one of those people I met sometime. I got connected with SB like summer 2019. I got connected and we just hit it off because he's super nice. He's super nice with the beats. Lover's Leap is one of my go-to producers. He's great. He's Louisiana. He's in Laffy. You know, that's the big homie. And because he be making bangers and SB makes a bunch of bangers for me. We have a fun fact. I'll announce it here. Me and SB have a EP dropping at the end of this month called Where the Stems At.
Hell yeah.
So JS
I'm gonna put the hair.
JSB produced Delta Deez exclusively EP called Where the Stems At. But yeah, SB, you know, we're in a group chat and he put the snippet in the group chat. I said, send it. He sent it. And so this, with a lot of records that way, what I do is I do the Wayne recording style. I'll just keep punching in every bar, 2 bars that I come up with. I'll just keep recording, just keep punching in whatever comes natural. And then that's what came out. It's really just like, it's just almost like, you know, maybe there's some weed involved, maybe there's not. But sometimes, you know, it's most of the songs that you hear me create, I'm stone sober.
Oh, no.
Don't get me wrong. I think weed is a great, you know, creative assistant, you know, for a lot of artists. It's helped me create a couple of really good records, but that record in particular, I was just punching in. I was just whatever, you know, whatever was whatever was my gut and like the first thought. And then, you know, you work out the clunkiness. Yeah. And then you lay it, you know? But it all differs. Like, that's not my recording process every time. Like, I'll take my time and write on pen and pad. I'll take my time and write, and I'll do notes in my phone. I write basically in every way you can write, because it's like for whatever reason, there's a different feeling to each style of writing. Like, I get a different feeling from writing on a notebook. In a notebook, I get a different feeling than when I'm typing in my phone, or then when I get a different feeling of when I'm just free versing and just keep hitting record and just keep like, punching, you know, bar or 2 at a time. And I think it's funny because I think I have in my head, like, subconsciously, I have an established, like, all right, so for the sentimental, like, substance records, I'm gonna go on the notepad. I'm gonna go pen to paper because this means more. For barring out and like when I just rap for 72 bars and just like and just showcase my ability to you know, be a lyricist, I type in the phone. But for those records where I'm there for the cadence and the flow and just like and making the auto tune cry, like I do the punch, because they all require different things, and I think that doing all those different things pull different feelings in, you know, inspiration from your brain.
Yeah, and it makes your music feel a certain way. You
get a feeling from it.
You make an emotion to come across. No, and
I'm trying at least.
I think and I'll be the first to say that you can definitely hear that in your music. And one of the songs that I think you got hard off of the let's see, because I have I'm on your SoundCloud right now, off of the Watercolors EP. The Make It Soft joint is hard as hell. You hit them with you went in something about how you went in raw. That was the plan A, so I had to go get the plan B. I was like, okay.
None of that. I wish I could remember it bar for bar. None of it's written down. That's free. Okay. Shout out to Crayon Beats. Well, that's what I mean. That's the punching in. Just every bar or 2 punching in. Shout out to Crayon Beats. He produced every record on there, and he's another producer that you're gonna see me working with a lot in the future, because, you know, I think it's super important. If there's any artists watching this who need some advice on, like, you know, on developing your own sound, like, I give a lot of credit to Leap and SB and any producers that I've worked directly with, Crayon, like, people who will make beats for you, and like finding your producer that'll just build with you and just like fuck with you and show love and just, you know, collaborate at every chance you get. And I think that's super important, because it helps you to develop yourself. Like, you grow with them, they grow with you, and you grow with them. It's like especially when it's like me and Leap or me and SB, like, we already bring a certain amount of talent, and then when you bring it together, it's just like it's just like when Hov gets with Just Blaze, or like when Drake gets with Boy Wonder, or 40 or Vinyls, and then it's like, you know, when Wayne's with Manny Fresh, like it's all these, like, every great rapper has a producer that you or a couple producers that you kind of tag along with them. It's like, oh, when those 2 motherfuckers get busy,
what time it is.
They get busy. Yeah, you know, you already know. So it's like, yeah, I think that's you know, I think that, you know, I never want to disappoint them when I send it back too. That's the other thing. I never want to disappoint SB or like I wrote that record. I was like, SB's gonna fucking flip his lid when he hears this shit. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, yes. I was like, I knocked this shit. I knew that it was solid enough that when I sent it to SB, he was gonna be pleased. And I take
100%.
pride in that. I've always took pride in sending the beats back to the producers after I get done with them and seeing their reaction to it. That's part of it for me.
100%. So I see a lot of tapes on the SoundCloud. Like you have the one with Crayon Beats. You have the one with music.
Musicality.
Yeah, musicality. Words aren't coming out right now.
It's fine. Me and Musicality gonna be working too. Me and Musicality gonna be working.
And see, my question is, because you have a lot of you got the project with SB coming that you announced on here.
Yes, sir.
When are we getting because these are
album?
EP? Yeah. When are we gonna get
There's an album
or the mixtape that's like the one that you're like, okay, this is the Delta.
The one that I'm like, okay, The one that
but you know, the one that gives you that feeling like that this is the one.
I feel like I don't know, because I feel like the thing with projects is that I'm still not known well enough to demand unnecessarily an album from. I feel like Batshit Baby series is gonna be my No Ceilings. It's gonna be my I feel like that's gonna be my series.
Yeah, the one you like carry along.
Yeah, Batshit Baby is like Batshit Baby 2 really set that standard for me. Like,
that's the one. That one's hard as hell.
Batshit Baby. It's funny because you know Black Diamonds hit me when I dropped after he listened to Batshit Baby. He gave it a couple of listens through. The second Batshit Baby, he gave it a couple of listens through, and he was like, he's like, I'm not sure, but I think you just made anime R&B genre. Like, I don't think anybody has done that yet. No. And he was like, I think you might have just made a genre of like a subgenre of like, he was like, I've never heard no shit like this. Like, in terms of like just taking anime samples and OST and just flipping it and just making it something. So I think that we're going to try to do, because I think I'm going to try to do something like that, or like, you know, because the key to it is this, because anime generally has like a stigma with it, and, you know, and certain people who don't understand, like, don't get me wrong, a lot of, you know, hip hop today is way more accepting of it, and
100%.
It's ingratiated a lot more. But the beauty of it is to not overdo it. And you see that's the highest critique of anybody who does any type of anime music, is that it's over the top in terms of like, it's just every bar is a watch list.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So it's me. So Batshit Baby 2 is me taking the premises of all the shows that I'm flipping the OST from and kind of turning it into like a story that's relatable to like day-to-day life shit.
Yeah.
Like that's what especially that's what like either Blue Exorcist or the Yu Yu Hakusho flip, like those specific, Dr. Stone.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
My favorite song off that personally, Spirited Away. But to go back here, that was my personal favorite because that was like when I was like, oh, I finally learned kind of how to sing, because like I was like,
Spirited Away is tough. I think I'm either Spirited Away, Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Full Metal. Those three.
I appreciate that, bro.
Those three are my ones. And I think it's. Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's my favorite. It's BSB2 is my favorite 8 songs I've put out. Go ahead.
Oh, and my thing, I was just gonna say, because I think I'm glad you brought this in, because this transitions to something I want to get to, but I want to talk more about the anime love for when you get later. No. My transition post the album thing was just I didn't want to bring up the fact that I don't want to call you an anime rapper or anime artist.
Oh yeah, because
I think
the other shit don't even sound like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you're very
just
versatile.
a tool on the belt.
100. How important is it to you to make sure that you don't want the stigma of being called a per se anime rapper, anime R&B artist, but you make it known that like I'm a fan and I am a part of the culture?
Same way. I mean, it's important to me. When you ask the question, it is important to me. But again, it's funny because it always goes back to the force shit. It's like it comes, like I just do what comes natural, and through that, I gravitate, whatever the number one important thing that I do when I go into a record is represent the beat. Like, I want to match the beat. I don't want to be talking about some shit that sounds like it shouldn't be on the beat. I don't want to do a cadence that doesn't sound like it should be on the beat. So I try to match. That's why a lot of my music, you know, there's a smaller portion of it where it's like substance, and I'd say about like a third of the music that I make has, you know, the substance and the messages and the important specifics of things that I've personally been through. And the reason why some of it may be more general and broad topic-wise, it's more topical, is because I'm trying to match the beat and what the beat makes you feel. So I'm just trying to match that, and I'm not trying to fuck that up, because I want, because it's the same, it's similar to like how Travis Scott don't be talking about shit, but it all sounds amazing.
Feeling. Yeah,
it's a feeling. So I try to do a version of that, but then with like wittiness tied in, and then some specific things and some like, you know, surface substance, and, you know, I try to tie a few things in, but that comes with trying hard in like each different aspect, and then finding a way to blend it yourself, and then trying to find, all right, where do I stand in all? Where do I? So it's to specifically answer your question, it's not gonna be that hard for me, because to distinguish myself from the anime thing just being like, you know, an interest that I have. It's one of the things that I like. It's one of the things. The same way I'm able to say, hey, I'm not gangster or a nerd. I told a line.
Yeah.
I'm not tough, but I can fight. You're a
multifaceted person. You're a human being.
I was best friends with the biggest nerds in school and everybody's favorite drug dealer in school. And that's like, I was like, and those are still my friends to this day, were the nerds and the drugs and athletes. I was cool with everybody because because that's like I like sports. I always play sports. I love combat sports. I've done, you know, kickboxing, karate when I was a kid growing up. And then, you know, like I've touched all the different, like I played sports with all the jocks at school. After school, we went to the fields behind the, you know, played football. I played video games with all my nerd friends. Like I did all of it, and I fucked with everybody because I just fucked with people who was cool, like who was good people at the end of the day. And so because of that, at any point I can switch to the roots that I get from, you know, being raised by tough street folk. And then I can go to the nerd shit because I'm also, you know, it's like, it's all about being true to who you are. Like you don't have to just be tough. Like if if there's tough people and that's who you are, that's who you are. Like NBA YoungBoy is probably not soft. Like
that's who
but
he's
he's probably not a geek, so I don't expect geek shit from him.
But you just being who you are.
If you just being like, I'm just being me, and that comes with anime. Yeah. And that comes with loving anime. And I'm just not afraid to showcase it because I can fight. But I'm also not on that type of time where I can't have a reasonable, logical conversation with somebody. And if there was a problem, we work it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all love at the end of the day. And
you're comfortable with you, and you're not. It's like, for example,
I don't have to be tied to one thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%. And I think that's what makes your music so great, because even in the song that we premiered on the pod, like I didn't realize until listening number 3, like the third time through. First time I'm getting a feeling, second time I get a sound, and then third time I'm checking for lyrics. It's like, oh, he had anime bars in this, but it went so seamlessly that it's like,
notice.
Yeah, you don't even notice. And it's like, okay, he's telling this story, but at the same time, for someone who's not an anime fan, they can get jiggy with it. But then if you're an anime fan and you catch it, you're like, oh, okay, this is fire. Yes. It reminds me kind of how Lupe would use video game bars, or how Wu-Tang would put in their kung fu, because there's always been a comic book, kung fu, video game, anime connection.
I am the singing Lupe. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because Lupe is street as they come. Yeah. Lupe is as street as they get, but he is a geek. He is the most thugged out nerd there is.
Look at RZA and Jizza.
That's why I love like dog. Like these motherfuckers will spinning back kick your fucking melon off.
Yeah.
But they'll also be able to haggle the plug on the pack cost, and then they'll be able to go whoop your ass in Street Fighter.
And talk about Samurai Champloo or Afro Samurai or some shit.
And talk about Lupin the Third. Like it's like this is but that's he's a more severe degree of it because he was actually out in the streets doing like putting in work, putting in time in the streets and doing shit like that. But other than outside of that, like I relate to him on a lot of levels, you know, around that. And it's like, you know, because I was raised with felons and you know, but I was raised by good people. They were just criminals. So it was just like, but it was always like, that was my example to not be that. You know, I was raised with and by a bunch of addicts. And it was like, don't be like, you just see you see the worst of it, whether it's people doing time, whether it's people just ruining their lives for like, for drink or for drugs or whatever it is. And you just see all the worst cases of it. And you see it happening to good people where it's like, if you could just get your shit together. Yeah. You could just get your shit together. So that's why, because it's all, I identify with all of it. It's all part of me. It's all part of me. That's why I'll never feel, that's why I like, you know, there was a small time, you know, in high school and then for a little while after where it was like you trying to get comfortable in your own skin. Yeah. Because you're not even like, nobody's really sure of, some people are, but most people aren't really sure of who they are until a certain age.
Yeah. Until like you're 24, 25, you got to,
you don't really know. Yeah.
But and that's what you're doing when you're 18, 19, 20, you're searching for that. Yeah. Who am I? How do I fit in this world? And I think that's a great example of that. I want to ask you, how did you choose the name Delta Deez? Where does that come from?
So Delta Deez, right? So I, like most rappers, have gone through, well, not most, I won't say most. I, like some rappers who self-name, have gone through a million names. Some of them not that great. Some of them something like Lil Dill. Now, that's not what's important. What's important is this. At one point in my high school career, the rap name was D+. Now, when I went to go make an account on Reverb Nation to upload my music, because it was Reverb Nation before SoundCloud was the way you just uploaded music for free. D+ was taken in every spelling format, in every, like, it was like there was 75,000 of you motherfuckers that took my name from me. And so I was like, all right. So I kind of like took something out of the Wayne book. I was like, all right, so I'll just be Delta D+, whatever. Just off the top of the head. Delta D+. Boop, make it. Everybody in high school, like anybody, well, not everybody, anybody who addressed me by my rap name, because my nickname, my homies from around here is Goody. To the people that really know me that are really close because of my last name. It's the first half of my last name. My last name's Goodinson. Yeah. And so my nickname to all my close friends is Goody. But anybody who called me by my rap name in school, which, you know, most people did because only my close friends knew my nickname, they called me Delta. They stopped calling me D+. They just started calling me Delta. It was Delta. So it was like, all right. Then at some point I just dropped the D+, and I was just Delta. Then when I went to go, you know, make my DistroKid account and shit like that for just putting music out on all the streaming platforms, there was 75,000 more Deltas. Everybody was Delta, and my shit was like, I was sharing a Spotify page with 3 motherfuckers. It was crazy. It was like we were fighting over the profile picture. It was nuts. So we just kept, like every other week, we just kept changing the profile picture. Like I would put up my profile picture. 2 weeks later, I'd come back. One of the other Deltas that we shared a Spotify page with, they put up their profile picture and said, it was nuts. It was weirdo shit. And so I was like, I need something. And then my IG name was Delta Deez. It was this. But I was just fucking around, just making like a simple, easy IG name. Yeah. Like so folks could find me easy. And then I just made it the real name with, you know, 2 words. I made it Delta Deez. So that's how we got here. That's how we got here with this name. And, you know, hindsight 2020, I've been called Goody since I was 12 years old. I could have just used that because it's just Goodi. There's nobody, there's Goody Mob, but it's a different, it won't come up. Like,
but I get you keeping that for your family and keeping that for
It's a thing. Yeah. It is. but I think it was mostly just because I was dumb. I think it was just I was stupid. I was a stupid kid. I was like, no, I need a different name. Like, it can't be something my friends call me. Like, but that's exactly what it should be. It should be exactly what your friends call you. But like, if I could go to 13-year-old me and just, because I had the Bieber mop at the time, and just fucking grab myself by the bolt cut. I was just like, you fucking dweeb. Just goody. Just goody. There's no other goodies. There's none. There's none. At least not the way you spell it. So it's like hindsight 2020, bro.
It is what it is. But I definitely I think your name sticks out with you 100%. Also, there's a good marketing thing that I think you should think of and try to make an anthem for the sorority, the Deltas, the females, make them an anthem. And you laughing, but if you do that, I swear to God, those women will put you over the top. Trust me, bro. Like, that's something you don't have to say nothing, because I don't want you to say nothing on camera. Just think of it, keep it in the back of your mind. And if it happens and it works out for you, just know your boy DeWitt's, young boy Lyndon, told you what was
good. Getting a cut. No. You don't get a 10%. You don't get 10%. I know a couple.
I don't even want 10. I just if you throw me 5, that's all. Hey,
I got you.
That's all we need. But
you're gonna be all right. I'll talk to a couple of my Delta homegirls. Like,
ask
I
them.
have a couple homegirls who are in Delta. Like, I'll see what's up.
Let them know, because they would fuck with that. Hell yeah. And then I'm not going to do
no, women are so important. Women are such important fans. Like, if you have, like, male fans, like,
they suck. They're finicky. Women fans go, and that's no disrespect to the men out there, because I love y'all, but women fans take it to another level, and they really support, like, they'll support you in inner devil.
It's still 10,000 aunties right now playing R. Kelly's music.
And look, I love my mama, but I had to get on her ass. She came to my house the other day, jamming R. Kelly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
She made I Believe I Can Fly. So it's what it is. We're just going to have to deal with it.
I was like, what are you doing? But, okay, so another question that I think is important that I ask you. How do you feel about being a white rapper? Let's talk about that, because I want to get that out the way. The stigma of it, in the sense of how Post Malone how some people consider Post Malone a culture vulture, but some people consider Mac Miller, rest in peace, the god. Like, you know what like, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
You know what the difference is? The difference is sincerity. The difference is that
facts, integrity.
It's integrity and it's sincerity. It's like, you listen to an interview. Mac Miller has never even come close to saying the shit that Post Malone has said about hip hop. It's the difference. It's the difference. And the other difference is that my mom's side of the family is mostly Cape Verdean. I grew up with mostly black people. Like, my great grandmother is black. My grandmother's black. My grandmother's light skin, but my great grandmother's clearly black. Cousins are all black. My aunts are black. Like, it's like I grew up. I don't want to say I grew up black, but I grew up with a lot more of a black experience than a white experience.
100.
But because I watched my family and people that I held close get dealt injustices that comes with being a black person in this country, and felt the powerlessness of it with them, and felt the helplessness of it with them. I've been in the car seat, in the back seat with my cousin while she was driving, got off a highway, cop pulled over and basically said, the short version of the story is, what are you doing here? You're not from here. Go back to where you belong.
Yeah.
Like, because she's black and she got off in the wrong neighborhood. That's alive in Rhode Island. So I can't imagine, I can imagine that it's alive. It can be alive anywhere. And so, I have a better understanding of the black experience than most people that look like me. And so I've always treated it as kind of like my responsibility to educate my friends who look like me that don't get it. So I've always tried to be a bridge, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm laying claim to it. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's part of your responsibility as a person that they'll listen to, because people that look like me will listen to me. No, they might not listen to somebody that looks like my cousin.
And let me say this, just to stop you. I thank you for doing that. Like,
you don't gotta thank me, bro. It's the right thing. It's the right thing.
I said, I like you more and more as we continue, and that's something that I try to communicate to my white friends. It's like something that we need y'all to do, because there's people that look like y'all that won't listen to us because we don't look like y'all. And it's if y'all really love us,
it's tough.
It's something y'all have to do.
Tough. Like, I have my dad that side is like all Italian.
Yeah.
So, and he's 60. So he comes from so don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Not prejudiced in the least bit. Loves everybody. He just has a certain way
because he comes from a different era.
He doesn't understand police brutality until I explain it to him.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand how they can abuse he doesn't understand why there's such a heavy I have to explain to him, like, there's a distrust in the police not because they might necessarily, like, in an entire precinct, the entire precinct could be good cops, right? A 12-man squad. There could be one guy on that squad who's bad. And if the other 11 guys don't do nothing about it, that's a bad cop because they're allowing him to abuse his power. On top of that, even if there's no bad cops, they have the capability and privilege to get away. And this includes black cops, because black cops have been doing, like, the dude who just got recently shot on Facebook Live I think it's going to be a closed casket. Now, knock your, that shit gets me, like, you just killed a 20-some-year-old kid. And the first thing you say standing over his dead body is, I guess it's going to be a closed casket. And that's a black police officer. So they teaching you to do it to your own. And that's the fucked up part, is that they teaching you to do it to your own. And on top of that, it's like, so what I was saying was, it's the capability. It's that they could all be good cops. Tomorrow they could wake up and feel like being dickheads and do a bunch of egregious shit that they can just get away with. And it's like, so that's where the distrust comes from. I'm never going to be disrespectful to somebody that doesn't give me a reason to be. I treat every person but it's also, at the same time, you're a fucking stranger with a Batman utility belt and a firearm on your waist. The fuck, how am I supposed to trust you?
Yeah.
How am I supposed, like, you have an array of weapons on your hips. How the fuck am I, like, how stupid is that? No, you should trust them. You should trust that, like, they're police, they're there to protect you. They can wake up tomorrow and feel like not protecting shit and just feel like being egregious.
No, 100%.
That's what it is. So it's like, I see, like, people, like, my friends that look like me. The other thing is this, like, so I have when I say I come from probably a more black growing up experience, is because my second, third, and fourth, fifth cousins are like my brothers and sisters, because we all grew up together. We all, like, it's a huge family and it's tight. My dad's side of the family, the Italian side, is a small family, and they're so far apart. Like, people hate each other. It's like there's not a lot of love there, except amongst siblings to each, like, whoever's brothers and sisters with whoever. There's unity there. But in at least my family, in my experience, and I find that that's a thing in more, black families, or just families of minorities in general, like Asian, Hispanic, like, your cousins, whether they're second, third, fourth, or fifth, you're going to grow up with them like your brothers and sisters. Sometimes you can sleep on the same floors together and shit. It's like, and so because of that, I go to bed at night sometimes with the fear in the back of my mind that, whenever I see the cases pop up on where the kid who got shot in that police chase, or dude who got shot in his own house by that female police officer in Texas, Eric Garner, I go to bed at night sometimes worried that, when those cases pop up, it's like, tomorrow I could wake up and my cousin Jeremiah could just not be here for a fucking 5-mile-an-hour speeding ticket because he went to go get his license and registration and the cop thought he was grabbing a weapon.
Yep.
Like, my white friends don't have that fear because they have black friends, but they don't know that level of, it's different when it's your blood, and that's the part, and you love that person like you came from the same womb.
Yeah. No, 100%. I think you answered that question perfectly, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it, the tone of your voice, how you see your emotions and everything. There's no way anybody could tell me Delta Deez is a culture vulture. I'll never listen to it as long as I live, because the sincerity.
They could tell you it's
false. It's not true. And then if you hear
true.
about your influences and how much you know about hip hop, you care about of what is known as hip hop culture.
It's important because it's like, and I know speaking of hip hop culture, there's a clown running around that's like, it's disgusting.
Yes.
There's a clown running around and we allowing it because it's too many 14-year-old fucking white kids in Connecticut that's supporting this shit.
It's true.
But we gotta understand that at the same time, it's like, you know what? He did what he did. He did what he did. And if the cards are laid out on the table for him to not be around for much longer and somebody's gonna go get him, then somebody's gonna, if the cards are for him to be alive till he's 89 and a bunch of 14-year-old white kids want to support him till then. I mean, that's what it is. But we just gotta make sure as a culture, and I think that word is used a little bit too broadly today.
Facts.
It's a little too broad, but we have to understand that who's supporting him is not who supports those ethics and morals. Who don't come from that. And some people feel even some people who come from those morals and ethics feel like, you know, he might not necessarily be wrong because he wasn't bred like that. He wasn't brought up like that. He wasn't, but he was brought up in those areas though. It's like it's a big mess, is what it is.
No, it's a big hot mess. I think you're right in the sense of we can't get mad at homie getting his bread because he gonna get his bread. It's like,
right.
Don't pay any if you feel a certain way about it.
The best way to do it is to just leave it alone. If you want something to go away, leave it alone. That's why I can't wait till I get haters. I can't wait because my name gonna be like, look, because I listen to a lot of different, you know, artist podcasts, and they give you a lot of game for free. If you listen to like, I hate to promote another podcast on your podcast, but it's, you know, it's one of the biggest hip hop podcasts in the world is what? Joe Budden's podcast.
Oh, I listen to that weekly.
Bro, they give you so much, regardless of what you feel about Joe Budden, they give you so much free game on that podcast. And if you listen to today's episode, they were talking about it. They were like, dog, as long as your name is in those algorithms, sponsors and brands do not give a fuck. If your name is in those algorithms, then that's what your value is, because that's how many people that's going to be paying attention to you. That's how many times they say your name. That's how many times they say Candyman. So you ain't going to fuck my money up by hating on it. You're just gonna boost everything. You're gonna get me in more related tracks. You're gonna get me in more algorithms. Whoever you follow and whoever follows you, I'm gonna end up in their algorithms, and I'm not going away. So I hope you angry tweet me all day. I'm gonna mute it. I'm never gonna see it, and you're just gonna put me in. You're just gonna give me more money, and I love you for it. I love you. I kiss you on your forehead.
100%. All right, brother, this is the time where we're going to get into the rapid fire questions. This is the time where we're going to discuss some other stuff. I want to ask you before I jump heavy into that, though. We got to talk about some anime because people would be upset at me if we didn't. What's some of your favorites? Let's get into it.
Some of my favorites? So some of my favorites would be Full Metal Alchemist. Food Wars is actually one of my
Brotherhood or non-brotherhood? Where are we going with this?
I love both, but Brotherhood's my preferred.
Right.
I love both. I've seen both. Seen both. Of course, it's like you ask. It's questions like these. Demon Slayer. So I'm just gonna go with the recent ones. I mean, Inuyasha. Aside from recent ones, Inuyasha's like an old but gold. Like Dragon Ball Z is obvious. Like the goats are the goats. It's like Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Naruto. Those go without saying. But like shit that might be more particular. It's like Inuyasha. It's like Full Metal. Both of them, both the Brotherhood and in the original one. It's like Demon Slayer. My Hero's great. Like I love there's a Black Clover's been pretty good. What I'm starting to do is I'm starting to read a lot of the mangas now. I'm starting to try to
That's what I've been doing more these days.
I'm trying to think.
I like that you said Food Wars. I fucking love food. And
Food Wars is up there, bro.
It's so good.
It's really good.
If you're a battle shonen fan, like if you come from the world of Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, you might not necessarily want to give Food Wars a try, but you just...
I didn't.
Me neither.
I didn't, and then I did.
And I loved it, man. The story is just impeccable.
It's one of the reasons why I'm more open to shit now.
Same.
I tried that and it was great. So I was like, all right, so now I'm just gonna I can't miss out on shit. I remember when I got on I was on the Demon Slayer wave for the anime at least. First time it came out, I was like, oh, because it was just promoted on VRV. It was like, oh, new anime. Demon Slayer, go check it out. First episode's out. I saw it and I was just like, I'm in. I was like, I buckled up. I was like, well, however long this ride is for, click, bitch. I'm in it. What are we doing?
100%.
I'm in it.
Who would be your favorite anime main character?
Favorite anime main character? I mean, it might be Edward Elric.
Solid. I love that choice.
It might be. It's hard because it's of course you could go with Goku, Naruto. You could go with all, but I think like outside of the GOATs that are solidified already, that's like if you asking me who my influences are, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, just shut up. If you don't shut your ass, like it's like,
yeah, those are the legends.
Edward Elric is probably
I fuck with that answer, man. I love Full Metal. Full Metal is in my
it's
top
the perfect
5.
Balance
it's in my top,
comedy.
And sometimes I even say top 3. It's just the story, the comedy, the only
it's Attack on Titan before Attack on Titan.
100 and the politics. I like the politics more in Full Metal than Attack on Titan.
Politics is the politics is crazy. And
like it to me, the only downside I give to Full Metal is the fights aren't as pristine as some of the other battle shonens. Yeah, they're good fights, but
they're good enough.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Love Roy Mustang. When Mace Hughes died, I wanted to shed a thug tear.
Roy Mustang's a monster.
Yes, when he was just doing that snapping.
I shed one for sure.
That was my man.
My tears aren't even thug tears. My tears are just I cry like a fucking baby, like a newborn. I cry real tears. I be fucking chest. I be fucking knees to chest, just in the fetal position, just letting the waterworks good go. It's not becoming of a man, I'll tell you that.
I love this, man. Okay, favorite food?
Fuck, pizza. I mean,
yeah, okay. I like
some Pete's, bro. I like some fucking.
And y'all have some of the best pizza around where you're at. Like around Lafayette, we don't have.
Island.
Oh,
not Rhode Island.
Damn.
We have good pizza. We have good pizza comparatively, but then you go to like New York and it knocks your dick in the dirt, and it's like, well, fuck. I eat trash at home. It's like I eat dog shit pizza. Don't get me wrong. There's a couple good spots. There's a couple really, really good spots. There's like Caserta's. There's a few joints because we have good Italian food. When you're dealing with good Italian food, you do get some really good pizza. However, when you go to where the Italians live, which is in fucking New York, you go get a fucking slice off. You get a slice off a truck, and it's better than anything you've ever had back home, like for $40.
100%. Like, man, when I went to New York and I ate pizza because my pop's from New York, and when I went there and I ate pizza, I was like, bro, pizza does not taste the same here. Lafayette, these Cajuns don't. They can do gumbo, they can do all this, but y'all need to let that pizza shit
go up to New York. They go up to New York and have a fucking heart attack. They go on a cardiac arrest if they fucking went up to New York from fucking Louisiana.
And had some real pizza. This shit is crazy. Okay, we got favorite food, favorite movie or TV show. Give me some of the things you watching.
Ozark. From recent memory, Ozark's up there right now.
So good. And I didn't expect Jason Bateman to be able to do that drama role, especially after watching Arrested Development and seeing him come from the comedy background.
Yeah. But Jason Bateman, the thing with Jason Bateman is he's a child actor, so he's got like,
see, I didn't
just from a craft. So, yeah, he was in the original Goonies, I think.
Real?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I know for a fact he's a child actor. Like, I know that for a fact. So like, that just lets me know, like, if you've been in this business, if you've been in the acting business for that many years, you got to have range. You got to have a certain amount of range at least. And then he murdered, no pun intended, he murdered the Ozark role. I'm on The Last Kingdom right now on Netflix. I'm on the last season of that. I'm catching up on season 4 of that. That's a really good show. It's a Viking show. It takes place in like the 9th century, 8th century.
It's a peep game because my Viking show is Vikings, like the
Vikings
History Channel show.
Vikings is probably better, but I enjoy the story more of The Last Kingdom.
I'm a peep game.
Yeah, I mean, and one of my favorite, and again, Full Metal is probably one of my favorite teams because I could just go back to it. That's one of those things you can just go back to. It's really good. But
favorite movies.
Breaking Bad, one of my favorite movies. Favorite movie, one of them is Bruce Almighty. Another
great
one would
comedy.
Be, just when you talk about movies, I mean, Spirited Away obviously is like up there for a movie. I remember when I was a kid, I would religiously watch the Digimon movie, like a lot.
That was
like
great.
A lot of my childhood was like I didn't watch. It wasn't until like I got older and like Netflix was like a thing for streaming until I started watching like all live action shit. Like I just had a bunch of like Like it's just a bunch of like anime or like I watched Family Guy and shit like that. Like I either wanted to watch anime or I just wanted to laugh, bro, at the end of the day, because when you deal with a certain amount of serious shit in life, it's like, all right, I need to get away from that, and here's my entertainment. My entertainment's all like most of my music is more lighthearted. Sometimes I get into the dark shit, but that's why. Because it's like you deal with a certain amount of dark shit. You don't want to stay there.
Yeah. Okay. Ass man or tit man? We ask it to everybody.
Ass man. Ass man.
Yeah. Majority say ass, but there's nothing wrong with some tits. But I'd rather have a girl with a big booty and no tits than big tits and no ass.
Yeah. If you had to choose.
Yeah.
You had to choose. I remember one time one of the older homies told me, tits are for kids and asses for men. Yeah. So that was always.
I ain't never heard that, but that's going to stick with me because that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a real good one. Holy shit. Okay, yes, real. Sir. All right, next question we have. If you could go anywhere on vacation when Corona's over, where would you go?
Oh. If I could go anywhere on vacation.
And it's paid for. You don't have to worry about anything.
I'm going to the DR.
The DR, all right, real. The Dominican, hell yeah. Okay, I fuck with that.
Because I've never been. I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to a couple places. I've been to Mexico. I'm going to Vermont this week.
Really?
I'm going to Vermont Friday. Just the family vacation house. Go kick it over there.
Get some of that. Isn't weed legal there, or is it Massachusetts? I might be tripping.
Massachusetts is legal. Vermont, I don't know. I don't know if it's declared. It's going to be in there. I'm going to have it. It doesn't really. Allegedly, it's going to be.
Yeah, allegedly. We don't know what's going on.
I mean, but look, quick tidbit about Vermont. If I kill my Vermont fan base, all two of you that have computers in Vermont, I want to say the last time I went to Vermont last year, right before the start of the 2019 school season. And I went to where we stay, it's kind of not in the mountains literally, but it's kind of in that area. And then because the nearest store is like 10 miles.
Oh shit.
I went to the Stop and Shop over there, which is like our like fucking just chain grocery store, like where you can get everything. And I walked in and I was just, I people watch. That's one of the things I do. That's one of the things you learn from, growing up with people from a certain background, is you just learn how to people watch and just watch folks.
Makes you better at storytelling too.
Partially, a little bit. And so I'm just looking around at folks and I'm like, these are the ugliest people I've ever seen. These are simply like mountain people. Like people get on Southerners for like being related. No, mountain people are related. They all have the same last name. I guarantee it, because they have never seen just a collectively uglier, they're animals. They're not people. They're animals. It's like a bunch of tree stumps walking around in the fucking frozen section. I'm disgusted. I almost vomited in aisle 6. And so it was appalling. I came back home and I saw a 78-year-old Italian grandmother in the fucking corner store, and I was like, you look like a model compared to what I just came back. You could be on the Maxim cover in a one-piece swimsuit compared to what I was just looking at.
Jesus.
Mountain people are fucking gross, collectively. The lot of you. I don't care. It's the truth.
That's hilarious.
It's the reality of the situation.
It is what it is. Hell yeah. Okay.
It be what it do, don't it?
100%. Okay, so the final question, we ask this to everybody. If you are the writer, producer, director to the Delta Deez movie, how do you want it to end?
How do I want it to end?
Yeah.
I mean, it goes without saying, financial stability. Like, you want generational wealth. Everybody does. That goes without saying. I think just, like, an understanding of where I came from, like, in terms of, like, not, like, literally where I came from. Like, I could give a fuck if people know I'm from Rhode Island, this and like, where I came from as a person, like, what my intentions were. As long as that my peers, like, as long as the peers that are alive on my deathbed can say that I was, like, the people I respect can say that I was, like, like great at what I did, and like, you know, I'm there would be plaques to show, of course, in the perfect mood, there's plaques to show for it and shit like that in the office. But it's just, at the end of the day, bro, I just want people to have enjoyed at least the time. Like I want to I never want to be a tough hang. I'm not the life of the party, but I want to, if somebody, the biggest compliment is like somebody like being just fun to be around, just as a part, like you can go to them and you enjoy just the conversation that you had with, like, it's shit like that. Like that's how it ends for me, where it's like it was never questioned where my heart was at, where my intent was at, what mattered most to me. Like who I was as a person, never to be in question. That's how I want. I mean, the career is the career. Careers come and go. You can change careers. I could be a mechanical engineer tomorrow, and then the next day I could decide to be a fucking plumber. It's like careers can change. Who you are, for the most part, unless you're working on, you know, certain aspects of you and just certain trauma, who you are for the most part is what matters most, because that's networking. Because when you just touch people in a certain way, when you just touch people a certain way, you know, and it's like when I've had those interactions with certain people that just stay with me. It doesn't matter how long we go without speaking. When we talk, it's always the same. Like it never left. Like that's like I have that like that's a great relationship to have with Platon. Like having that relationship with the opposite sex is super important too. Okay. Like, but yeah, that's how I want, like, never, like my person, my character, my values, my morals, all of that, you know, that area of thinking around me to never have been in question, and to, you know, and for that to be like, because that's at the end of the day, that's where I hang my hat. It's not because I'm just bald and I finally got in the house and I can take it off. 100%. It's not because of that. No, it's because that's how I want to leave. That's how I want to leave it.
That's an amazing answer, and because, like you said, that's all that people. That's what's remembered, is how you were to people, how your intentions.
If the baby quit tomorrow, half the shit we remember him for is snuffing people. Like he's just fucking a 3-year-old just cried too close to him, and just all of a sudden an elbow was dropped in the grocery store. Just wham! How are you? The fuck is you talking about? I'm the only baby around these parts. It's just like, bro, you don't gotta punch the driver, bro. You don't. It's okay. Let that shit go. We're not trying to hurt you. Nobody's trying to. But that's what happens when you gotta kill 2 motherfuckers in a Walmart. That's what happens. You just start punching drivers. You just punching cabbies. It's like, all right, 52, 26. And then all of a sudden it's just right hands just coming at you from all angles. It sucks.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's what happens when you have to kill people with your daughter with you.
Yeah, man. Oof. Thank you so much, Delta, for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me, man.
Tell the people where they can find you at on social media, and tell them where they can find your music.
You can find me at Delta Deez, one word, for my @ on everything on social media. So just Delta Deez. That's everything. Delta, it's 2 words on Facebook. It's 2 words on all the streaming platforms. So Delta Deez, 2 words on all the streaming platforms. Delta Deez, 1 word on all my social media. That's where you can find me. I am on every streaming service, whether it be SoundCloud, iTunes. I'm everywhere, baby. And so, yeah, I don't have an account on TikTok yet. We're working on that.
100%.
But my music is on TikTok. My music is on TikTok. If anybody wants to make some challenges, if anybody wants to, you know, do anything on TikTok to my music, go ahead. It's all available everywhere. Go buy it on iTunes too.
Facts. Yeah, I'll go support my brother Delta Deez. Bro, real quick, final thing before we get up out of here. When can they expect the One of a Kind to drop?
One of a Kind will drop with Where the Stem's at the end of this month.
100. So
it will drop on the. I'll tell y'all this. I don't know what the date is off the top because calendar don't have one. It's 2020. So whatever the last Tuesday is of this month is where the Stem's at is dropping.
Y'all be on the lookout for that, because I cannot wait.
exclusively by JSB.
Shout out to SB. Thank you again, Delta, for coming on the pod. We really appreciate it. I'm going to get up in here and do the closing remarks because there's no Bros Who Ball this week, but we'll finish up the pod. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say shout out to Delta Deez for coming on to the pod. That was an absolutely amazing conversation. I'm super, super pleased and thankful that you came on the podcast, my brother. Y'all be sure to go follow Delta Deez and make sure you check out all of his music. Super, super dope. Y'all got a taste of it with One of a Kind. And I know right now we usually do Bros Who Ball, but the guys were working so hard, not a lot of sports stuff. So I gave them off for the week. Next week we'll be coming back to talk LeBron versus Jordan, the GOAT basketball conversation. We're going to have an NFL draft. We're going to have another NBA draft and have some other sports topics to cover. But I want to say for all the artists listening, if you want to be featured for the song of the week, please email us at BrosWhoThink, all capital, BrosWhoThink @outlook.com. Email us and you will be put into a folder of Song of the Week submissions. And me and the guys, we choose every week a new song. So if you don't get chosen, for example, for the people who sent this week, if you didn't get chosen, you will be up for next week's Song of the Week. And depending on who submits and whatnot and how we feel about the song, your song may get chosen. So be on the lookout for that. Please be sure to submit that. Also, you can follow me at Lyn BWT. Follow the Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. New episode of #Anime Talk. We were joined by Peter McGinn, host of the What Do You Say Anime Podcast. Super, super dope episode. Me and Chris had an amazing time with Peter. That was a great, great episode. If you haven't checked out the latest episode of Bros Who Binge yet, be sure to do that. Trying to think. And that's about it, man. Make sure you subscribe it to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. If you're subscribing to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave a comment for us. We are not asking y'all for any money. We're not doing that because we're not at that stage yet. We will let you guys know when we want to ask for money. But until then, we're doing this for free. We're doing this because we love to do this. We would be doing this no matter what because we love to do it. That's why money's not important. But what is important is you guys showing the algorithms that you support us. Not that you show us because we know you support us just by listening, but by showing the algorithms, it allows for more people to discover us and it allows for our fan base to grow, which allows for the community to grow, which allows for more amazing conversations. I know so many friends or people who've become friends due to this podcast and due to you guys, the listeners. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. So I say, thank you for listening each and every week. Whether this is your first time listening, whether you listen every week, or this is your last time, I have to say thank you because I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are family to us, and we absolutely appreciate it. But that's all the time we have this week. Oh, real quick, be sure if you have a question for either the Bros Who Think Podcast, Anime Talk, or Bros Who Binge, you can tweet at us at Bros Who Think. You could tweet at me, Lyn BWT. You could tweet at Schubert. You could tweet at Krissa. Or to make it simple, you can go to www.broswhothink.com. On the home page, scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll see a question submit box. Put your first, last name. You can make up a name if you don't want us to know. Put in the subject line, put which show you want to ask the question for, and then put your question, and we will answer it on the next episode of whichever show you request. So please do that. Remember to subscribe. And yeah, man, if you're an Anime Talk fan, check out the most recent episode of Anime Talk. If you're a movie fan, be sure to check out the most recent episode of Bros Who Binge. But that's all the time we have today. For Brooklyn, for Delta Deez, my name is Lyndon. You guys have an amazing weekend. Please be safe with states opening up. Please be safe and be smart. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. And we will talk to you guys next Thursday. But until then, doses. Peace.